I will start the
I know-
recording.
Okay.
You started.
So, anybody want to tell me what happened last time?
We basically were dealing with a lot of the wrap-up of Murder's Mark. We were doing a lot of the, hey, here's what we found, and here's all the evidence of that these fuckwits just left laying around. Yes, it was in their secret base, but also they just left it laying around.
Hey now. Look, they're criminals. They're not geniuses, all right? None of these people graduated from college.
God bless.
Not if any of us did either.
Mm-mm.
No,
Victor.
that's okay. You don't need to be a college graduate.
But, yeah, it was a lot of that, and we had some of us went to go speak to the circus folk to give them the good news, and during that, Victor asked Cal and Aya if they would be willing to come with her in future. Both of them went, yeah, sure, we've got nothing else pressing that would send us in another direction. Meanwhile, the two dwarven gentlemen who we freed, came and spoke to Soot and Fun.
Mm-hmm.
And basically gave them, yeah, if you head to this city and speak to Navi, they'll arrange a favor, but it is a favor for your whole group, rather than just a couple of you.
Yep, and it is one
So,
single
yeah.
favor for the lot of us versus one for each.
Yeah.
Just for
And
clarification.
apparently also a big favor.
Mm-hmm. Since they had been
So we'll
planning
keep that
on
in mind.
killing the merchants, most likely. Yeah. What else? Oh, there was the whole Fern and
Speaking
Victor.
to Circus. Oh, yeah.
It was just the
Fern
Fern
and
and
Victor
Victor
thing
thing.
happened sort of after we got back, and there was the rundown of, hey, yeah, we've gotten this proposition, and it's something we can only redeem as a group.
Yeah. Soot and Fern were a little bit like, what's this? When Victor was like, or when they had come in saying that Victor had talked about it or whatever. Victor didn't even seem to know. She was bluffing.
God bless, she was bluffing.
Oh, love her. But yeah, that was
So
very
interesting.
funny. Very funny. What else did I have? Oh yeah, we got extra gold from the sheriff.
Yes.
And Soot purchased a horse and cart. For all of us.
You did purchase a horse and cart, and I named your horse already because I don't trust Parker.
I love her. Yeah, it would have ended up being something like Meat Sweets or some shit.
No, it would have been fucking Man-Whore Pixar's Incredibles or something.
That's my new naming device. Meme word Pixar's movie title.
Oh my god.
And so I could not allow it. All your horses in this campaign will be pre-named.
Name, by the way, PK.
Huh?
What is the horse's name?
The horse's name is Eloise.
Ellie for short.
Okay.
I already decided that for
Yay.
a normal horse naming reason.
That didn't sound suspicious.
Because I name all my horses for normal reasons.
Alright.
Anyway.
Okay. We don't have time to unpack all that.
Yeah.
We distribute loot, we distribute coin, we level up, and we start heading to a place I cannot remember the
Camlin.
To figure out what we're doing with this favor.
Yeah, we're heading to Camlin to go find Navi.
Specifically, in fact, you guys had decided to stay one more night
Yeah.
in Ilsurian. So whoa, goodness gracious. I wanted to give you all the opportunity. Ilsurian isn't like a sprawling city or anything, but it's a decent sized town, and so it's got a number of shops, and so you guys have recently come into some coin. So I wanted to give you all the opportunity. If you have anything in particular you'd like to go shopping for beyond just the necessities of like a horse and cart and things like that, if anybody wants to buy something or do anything else on their last day in Ilsurian before you guys set out on the road.
Yes.
And I will tell you that you would have been able to look at a map, or people would have been
Do we
able
buy
to
one?
Yeah, you can buy a map. I don't know
So
how
we
much
can-
they cost, but
So we can have one to look at for ourselves, because I would like to, maybe.
I will allow you to buy a map. Hold on.
Oh my god, I'm
know
sorry
there's
if you guys can
prices.
hear the action music. Fucking. Why are
Geographically
they
relevant map.
Why are they so loud?
Map.
Map.
What is the price of this thing? That's so expensive. Oh my god.
Is it a big map?
It just says map, 50 gold pieces.
What the fuck?
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
I'm gonna
I don't think
I
it should be
charge
that
you-
much. 10 would be
That's
better.
a lot.
That's a lot. I'll charge you like 15 gold pieces for a map.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Well,
Because it's
depends on the
hand-drawn
map,
and
'cause-
nice, but you
Okay.
can get a
And-
map of the province for 15
That's reasonable.
gold pieces.
50
Good
gold
gracious.
50 gold sounds like a detailed world map.
yeah,
kind
it
of
sounds
pricing.
like like a war map, like the big ones that
I
you
think
fucking.
some of it is also because the assumption in Pathfinder is that cartography is actually really fucking hard and dangerous, so you're paying for basically people who people like us to escort cartographers through dangerous places so they can map them.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but fuck that shit. You paid for some guy named Greg who used, like, his grandma's old map out of encyclopedia and just copied that out and started printing, boys, alright? You're
Thanks,
buying
Greg.
from Greg's finest map shop, and he's charging you 15 gold pieces for a map of the province.
Slaps this
Thanks,
bad
Greg.
boy. This guy has so much fucking.
I like
what is
Greg.
it called? Thanks,
This
Greg.
boy has
All
so much
reliable.
geography in him.
His
He's
name's
got so
Greg.
much-
I like him.
Yeah, Greg's a friendly dude. He looks like he's maybe a gnome gentleman. He's a little pale, a little gray. He says he likes looking at maps because they make him feel like he's traveling. He pats you on the hand very seriously and says, "You take care of that map now." He has a printing press in the back. It's clearly like a dime a dozen, but like he does seem to mean it.
Is Fern there?
And we'll never see him again.
Is Fern helping buy the map?
Yes, because
Fern nods very seriously at this.
excellent.
Who's paying for the map? Or
I'll buy the map. I don't
okay,
care.
okay,
Fern is
15.
buying the map.
Fern is buying the map.
You're buying the map. Map holder.
get-
15. Okay.
When using this map, you get a +1 to your knowledge geography checks of the relevant area.
Yo, that's Pog.
Okay.
Because Greg's a real one.
Question.
Yeah.
I love Greg.
Greg.
Are
All
healing
reliable.
potions a thing in Pathfinder?
Healing potions are a thing in Pathfinder. You have a couple, I think.
Yeah, we got like, I don't know. Where's our loot
I think
channel?
you have 2. Let me see.
4 potions of cure light runes,
Yeah, you have 4 potions of cure light wounds currently.
which I think Cal is holding on to for now. I don't know if it was distributed
Yeah,
or
I
not.
believe they're in the handy haversack.
Yeah.
So whoever has the handy haversack.
I think Soot does.
I thought you giving us a bag of holding adjacent thing, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a handy
Soot's
haversack,
holding
and
onto
in
it
you
for now.
have 4 potions of cure light wounds, which
Mhm.
are exactly what they sound like. They do cure light wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember, so I was like, oh, well, that's probably a thing we should do, because we have one healer.
I
Yeah.
also have a question,
Yes.
real quick, about spells.
Yes.
Am I interpreting it right in that clerics get to prepare new cantrips every day, or no?
Yes.
Yes? Pog.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes, you prepare new cantrips every day. bless.
Soot wants to do. So first of all, if there's any like jewelry that reminds him of Redacted, like the earrings I mentioned or something.
Yeah, go ahead. You can make a either just a general perception or maybe an appraise check.
Oh. Let's see. What is my appraise?
To look around for shiny, nice.
Ooh, I have a
shiny
good
things.
appraise. I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. That's 15 plus 7.
Okay. How is your appraise so high? Damn, boy. Okay.
It's because it's part of my thingy thing, whatever. Because I did appraise
Yes.
and then use magic device and spellcraft.
I recall why your appraise is so high. All of a sudden, I forgot a basic fact about your character. You can easily find some earrings that are. Well,
I was thinking like blue and green.
Yeah, I was gonna say not to play into the theme, but they have blue gemstones and silver fasteners and little green accents all along the outside, and they seem they have a texture to them, like they have a distinct shape when you feel them, and you think, yes, this would be good.
How much is this item?
I don't know how much to charge for non-magical jewelry. What's a reasonable price to say here? Hold on.
Whatever equates to like $30.
I don't know what that is. I'm just trying to figure. Give me a second. Give me a second to figure something out. Oh God, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I don't know how prices work in Pathfinder, so I'm just kind of panicking right now.
We could just do a couple of silver or something. I
don't know. Give me. I don't know.
Or some gold.
Let me.
Yeah,
give me a few gold. How much gold do I want to ask you for?
Should we roll
I'm
a
so
dice?
sorry. This is my weakest point as a GM is I don't fucking know how much anything costs.
It's okay, dude. Don't worry about it. I'm asking you.
You can have it for like 2 gold.
Okay, that's perfect. He would definitely spend that.
It's a reasonable amount of money for jewelry to cost.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that
I just
in
started
stuff.
scrolling through the entire fucking clothing and containers page on D20 PFSRD because that's a normal amount to panic.
Also,
but you can easily acquire some jewelry, yeah.
I also mentioned, excuse me, wanting to go see if there was like just in general like a general magic shop just to see if there's like anything interesting. We don't have like a ton of money to get really expensive stuff, but like
yeah. So Ilsurian, the magic shops you're gonna find are gonna be pretty small, like not really a ton of
choice or something.
You're not going to have many high level items, but you can go searching if you want to make me a perception check or a knowledge local to find something.
Let's see. I think my knowledge local is much better than my perception. Holy shit. That was a 2 plus 3. That is a 5.
A 5. God bless.
Oh, there's my boy crying.
Your boy is crying. I mean, you can. No, I'll just give you. You find a place called Orod's Oddities, and it is, a simple sort of small, out of the way 2-story building, with some weird, like, stylized gargoyle looking creatures perching on every window, like statues obviously, and sort of along the path to the front door. And the sign is clearly hand painted. And when you come in, there's a shopkeeper wearing a long and gorgeous red dress, and he smiles at you, and he looks a little bit surprised that somebody came in, but
Yeah.
he looks a little bit like he was dressing up for no reason because he figured nobody would come in today anyway, and now there's actually someone in the shop, and he's a little bit embarrassed.
Oh.
But he's vibing, and he says, "Howdy."
Sid will tip his hat a little bit.
What can I help you with?
Well, was curious about what your shop here has.
Oh, well, I got, items.
Mhm.
I got, are you an adventuring type? I got some potions. I got some scrolls. He's looking around his shop.
Yeah, a little bit of most. Let's see.
I got some eyes.
Eyes.
He's pointing to a pair of glasses.
Oh. So I was worried for a second if they were actual eyeballs.
Yeah, no, he's like, I have some eyes, pointing at what is clearly some spectacles.
Right.
I got some belts. I got
Well, recently came into a little bit of money, due to a job, so maybe a look at those potions might be nice.
Yeah. Sure thing.
He doesn't seem to, like, quite know what he's doing. He's just, I don't know if anybody came with Soot, but he's like, potions, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah. Anybody can be here if they would like, for potion shopping, but declare if you are here now.
Victor would like to be there for potion shopping, please.
Okay. You are also here with Orod, then.
Good for him.
He is very. This is 2 people in his shop. This is unusual for him.
One of which just as gender fucky as he.
But yeah, there's some gender in his shop, which is a daily occurrence. But all
There's
right,
2
so Victor
gender.
and Soot are shopping currently.
I think, unless anyone
Okay.
else wanted to come with.
He's like, okay, cool. Potions. I can show you potions. And he will step out from behind his little counter. His dress is like got a nice little train. It's very
Aww.
nice, actually. And he walks over to a shelf where there's like lined up a bunch of different vials with like color-coded labels. That there's a big chart on the back wall behind the thing that has like a tiny little colored dot and then a written description.
Oh, I love him.
Of what the potion is, and it's like dozens and dozens of these tiny dots and labels. There's not that many potions on the wall, but it seems like anytime he got a new potion, he just added a new entry in his thing, and it's massive. So he's, sort of looking at the dots, then looking at all the labels he's got, and then he's like, so I've got a potion of stabilize, which is real helpful if you need to not die, which is good for adventurers. is not dying. I've also got a potion of Goodberry. Although are you a druid?
So it shakes his head.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
and we don't have one either.
Well, Goodberry. Nothing like Goodberry.
Would Sid be familiar with this type of potion, considering where he's from?
Make a knowledge arcana check.
Okay, I'm pretty good at those.
May
Yeah, I have a
may I
9.
also?
Yes.
Ooh. 13 plus 9.
Well, that's a natural one.
Okay, Victor, you don't know what a fucking Goodberry is.
Is that 20? Nope, that's more than 23. Fuck.
You have some quantity of over 20, so I don't care. So Goodberry, you know the spell Goodberry. It makes berries magic, and those berries will provide the nourishment of a full meal, and each will, cure 1 point of damage, which is not that much, but you're low level. And he says, basically what you do, you don't drink it like a normal potion. You find some berries that you want to be good, and you sprinkle the potion on top, and it makes them good. And then you have good berries, and then they're good berries.
What if they're inedible? Will it make them edible?
I've never tried it, and I don't know anybody who has, and maybe there's a reason for that, but maybe there's not. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, so...
Victor, who does not know this spell, is just like, so it makes the berries taste better?
No. So Goodberry, it makes them, like, a single berry gives you all the nourishment of a full-fledged meal, provided you're, of a standard sort of medium stature, depending on the power of the Goodberry. It also heals some wounds a little bit, not very much. But, if you got paper cuts, those will go away for sure.
How much is this?
Probably more than paper cuts, I don't know. Like, if you got some bruises, if your feet are real sore, apparently they do wonders for travelers. Sorry, what's that?
How much is this?
That's 25 gold. Tasty good berries.
What else you got?
Well, I got more potions. I got, this one's protection from good, which if you're interested in fighting angels is helpful. I don't know why you would be necessarily, but that's none of my business. I've got a potion of bull strength that makes you strong.
You got anything that will just heal some wounds and be done with it?
Well, if you wanted a potion of cure light wounds, you should have told me you wanted a potion of cure light wounds,
Victor is just
Yes.
I suffer fools.
Yeah, so just looks at Victor like, oh god. Well, don't really know potions much, so I guess we wouldn't have known to ask.
Well, if you think about what you want it to do, like, for example, cure wounds,
That, please.
Alright, okay. I got you some potions of cure light wounds. Look up the price of that, because I need to know the price.
So we'll probably take that Goodberry one, though. It might come in handy someday. Said 25 gold?
Okay. Yeah, 25.
Okay.
Victor's gonna strangle a man
I
in the
personally am very curious about if you can, if casting Goodberry on some poisonous berries makes them not poisonous.
Yeah, I was curious
That's
too.
a
I'm
good
like, if there's
question.
no
Yes.
food around, but there
It's
is
really
poisonous
extremely
berries,
funny.
that would be really great.
You'll have to see and find out. Yeah, so he pushes some vials to the side and finds ones that are tagged with a little sort of a periwinkle tag, and he says, all right, potions of cure light wounds. These will run you 50 gold a pop. They'll cure some light wounds on you for sure.
Can I take a look at that real quick?
The potions of cure light wounds.
Yeah,
You sure can.
I want to see if it's real. Give it a sniff.
All right. Are you doing a detect magic or?
Yeah. Yeah.
You flick your detect magic on. There's magic in that bad boy.
Okay.
There's magic in all of the bad boys he has shown you so far.
Alright.
Much for that, for the lat wounds one.
He said 50.
50 gold pieces a
okay.
pop.
I'm
I've
willing to
also
chip
got,
in.
for the more utilitarian uses, I've also got a potion of jumping, a potion of swimming, a potion of armor. All these very useful for your average adventurer.
Potion of armor.
Yeah, a potion of technically I think it's mage armor, but I don't want to and technically it's oil of mage armor, but I don't want, it's with my potions, so it's like...
What's that do exactly?
So, you put it on. Well, you don't put it on. Well, you do put it on. It's oil, so you just kind of pour it, and then you have mage armor.
Alright. So in our
armor.
terms, would that up our AC for a certain amount of time, or?
Yes, so it is the spell mage armor, but in oil form. So you put it on, and you have a +4 armor bonus to AC for somebody who is, not. No, I guess it doesn't matter if you're wearing regular armor or not. It just gives you a +4 bonus.
Well, Soot doesn't
Either
have
way,
it.
so it could be useful, yeah.
Yeah, he. That's why he's curious about it. How much for this one? For the
That
oil?
one is also about 50 gold pieces pop.
I will take that. Thank you.
All right. I got 2 of them. You want 2?
You said 50 each?
Yeah.
I'll just take the one.
All right.
Victor is going to just drop 100 GP on the counter and take 2 of the light cure wounds.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you're interested in besides potions?
Victor is looking at you like behind this guy's shoulder, like, oh my god, do not ask him for anything else.
Soot thinks about it for a second. He's just gives a pleasant smile, which is it's pleasant enough. And he's just, no, I think that'll be enough. Wouldn't want to spend too much. Need the rest for rooms and such. But appreciate it.
Such is the way of the grind, am I right?
Yeah. Sure. We're gonna leave now. Thanks.
Okay, have fun. Good luck on your travels. Come again if you're ever in the area, and hope the potions serve you well. Fuck.
Soot will just tip his hat again and open the door for Victor.
Have a good day.
Thank you, you too.
As we're leaving, Soot's just like, well, you had an odd kind of reaction to this man. Just
I
a little
don't
bit.
suffer fools. She's just like, I don't suffer fools very well.
Well, that's not very nice. But sure.
He just gives you a look like a withering, oh my god.
Soot doesn't really react to that.
Ask about the eyes. It's fine.
Soot's just like, he lets you get the look. He is his expression is entirely neutral. But yeah, he just kind of rearranges his pockets because that's where he's put his shit. Yeah. Oh, he'll probably put everything actually in the bag of holding, to be fair.
The only other thing Victor would really like is she wants to find a bookshop.
Yeah,
All right.
same.
I think so. had always also wanted to find
Yeah,
bookshops, so you
I
guys
did.
can go waltz in to find a bookshop together. Even.
I feel like we went to go different ways, but then ended up at the same place.
Yeah, you were like, all right, we're gonna go run errands, and walked in different directions, and then circled around and found a bookshop on the next street.
Yeah.
And you're just standing in front of each other again.
Well, after the good sir.
So we'll just tip his hat again. And then, like, waltz in. Like,
This
good
is-
lord,
God.
this is. He's like, oh, this is fucking painful.
This is a nice, clean establishment that you enter. It's got good lamp lighting, and it's just stacked with books, but it all seems very tidy and well organized. Behind the desk, there is what appears to be an elven woman sitting, reading something. She looks up and nods when you come in, but then looks back down and continues reading.
Respect that. I went to go find some novels.
All right. If you're looking for novels, make me a, I don't know, perception. Perceive
Victor's
some
more-
novels.
Victor's more interested in like local history.
Oh, I
All
fucking.
right. Well, then you may either make me a knowledge local or a perception, and I have a suspicion
Damn it.
about which one you're going to pick.
My perception's
be the
so
knowledge
bad.
local.
That's an 11 for perception.
It's okay because it's a very well organized shop, so you can find some novels easily.
Excellent.
What's your speed? Pirate novels, fantasy novels, dragon novels?
Fantasy,
sci-fi
adventure, maybe a little bit of romance. Who cares? You just want some
It is
reading
okay, you
material
can-
for the road.
You can find some romance novel. You can find yourself a pirate romance novel.
Yeah.
And, also a novel about a secret dwarven society on the moon.
Yeah.
And a book about a bunch of dryads for sure. They're fun. It's fun, lighthearted stuff. Easy reading materials. What now, Parker?
He's... Iron Skies?
No?
Iron Skies is a movie about a secret Nazi base on the moon.
Oh my god, no, that is not what I was trying to allude
Oh,
to. I did not
Jesus.
know that existed. I'm so sorry. I just said words. No, I'm sorry. I did not mean that.
I think there's
The
zombies
dwarves aren't
involved.
Nazis, they're just dwarves, guys.
They're just
I'm
dwarves.
trying. I'm trying to think about what Iron Skies. It's Iron Sky, not Iron Skies. Sorry.
They're just some dwarves.
Oh yeah, and the pirate novel. That's right. I'm adding all of these to the thing. How much would this run me?
A couple gold max, but just say a gold and 5 silver for the.
Sure.
One of them has really nice pictures in it.
Hell yeah, that works for me. That rounds my stuff down. That's good.
That was a 21.
21 for what were you looking for again?
Local history, of any sort.
So you can find easily something about the town of Ilsurian itself. You can find something about the province, and you can
More
find...
interested in the province.
Okay, you can find some reading material about. Oh God, what province did I even say you were in? You're in the Anatolia province, so you can easily find. Oh, the United Nations assembles to discuss the moon Nazi threat. All right. Yeah. So, no, that's not what's going on with the moon dwarves. You can find something about the recent history of the province. You're looking in like the last century or so, which it's got sort of a. What's the word for clickbait when the internet doesn't exist?
Tabloid.
Yeah, so it's got sort of not necessarily a tabloid, but it's definitely trying to be an eye-catching title. It's talking about I'm not going to come up with a title right now, but it's very like clickbaiting, like, oh, the assassination of the last Grand Duke, and it's like sort of a tell-all drama thing about sort of the last 50 years.
It's like a selling point sort of situation.
History in the Anatolia province, because as you can read from the title and the little summary on the inside thing, the previous Grand Duke was assassinated 50 years ago or something. So this is talking about the fallout from that, and how his successor has done and shit. So,
she's a little disappointed on like kind of the trashiness, but she'll take it anyway.
Yeah. Parker, do you remember? I think this might have been. I'm almost certain this was the session of Taldore when my chair broke. Do you remember how you got really upset because one of the NPCs was selling a history book that was just really trashy and bad history?
Oh my god, no.
And I said at the time, Parker, I'm going to make NPCs only ever sell you bad history books.
Fuck off. No.
Yes!
So,
karma.
Anyway.
My girl just wants to learn about her interests. That's all.
Well, you can learn about it. It will be factually correct information. It will be told in the style of a tabloid, though.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
You're welcome. The DC to get non-trashy history books is a 30. Do better next time.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Gotta beef that up now.
Technically, it is possible at the moment.
Yeah.
Just roll better next time.
Jesus.
Anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm not even a little bit sorry. But you get your trashy tabloid history about the Rembury family and the Anatolia province. And so you get that for like less than a gold. You get that for a few silver.
And I got my 3 novels.
And you get your 3 novels. And the elven woman says, "Find everything all right?"
Just fine.
Glad
Victor
to hear
will
it.
nod.
Your total will be, and she says the total.
Pay it up.
And then she wraps your book and hands it to you and goes back to reading. The exchange repeats identically with the other one. It is the same set of words. She uses the exact same phrase in the exact same order.
Oh, Sit respects it.
Customer service script.
Yep. Sit respects it.
Yep.
You respect that Denny's grind, Sit.
Yeah. I get it. He's just going to silently go towards the exit since it seems like they're both done.
Yep.
Opens the door. We leave.
All right.
Yep.
Congratulations.
I think that was all I wanted to get, unless you have something else.
No. That's all. Thank you.
Sure. I mean, we could poke around a little more, see if there's anything else of interest, but, I don't know, what time of day is it?
It's 2:37 in the afternoon.
Alright, it's not late. I was gonna say it's late, but it's not. It just feels that way.
It's not.
And I think the walk there back to the inn is silent because Sid has nothing else to talk about and he doesn't want to try and talk.
Victor is happy for the silence.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so wishes.
All right. Anybody else have other shopping to do?
I do.
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. What shopping would you like to do?
I need yarn.
Ooh.
Oh yes,
I'm
you
running
need
low.
yarn.
I'm running low on
Yeah.
yarn. Last town didn't have any.
Gotta get some yarn. Your last town did not have yarn. All right, you can go find a crafting goods store, a fiber store.
Yes, fiber store. Give me fiber.
Mm,
Give,
You
fibers.
can
give me the
acquire-
craft materials.
You can acquire some crafting materials and even some fibers.
It's not
Um,
Joanne's, it's Johan's.
It's Johan's. Yeah, you go to Johan's. Um, and
To
you
your
can
hands, actually.
God.
It feels like at least one of Aya's NPC. I'm thinking particularly. Sorry, gives me the vibes of someone who does at least a bit of seamstressing.
Yeah, she would also very possibly find good things at. She does. She's a tailor. I think I said to you.
Something about that, but I wasn't certain enough to say it with. So I
Yes,
think.
no, Maurice is a tailor, so you could easily go with Fern to the fiber goods store, Johan's, if you would like.
Yeah, because I think she wants to pick up some nice cloth and things to send too.
Yes, easily done. You guys can walk to find Johan's. I'm not gonna make you roll to find Johan's. You can just ask somebody where Johan's is, and they'll tell you.
Okay.
Johan's is a Joanne fabric, fluorescent lights and all.
Yes.
No, not the fluorescent lights.
The fluorescent lights, which are created by evil mages.
The worst.
So that's canon
This is
now.
true.
Created
This
to
is
sow
true and real.
depression.
Yeah,
That's what happened in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that is what happened in real life. Yes. So you guys can shop in Johan's.
Johan's.
I go to the. First. I'm gonna go to the yarn.
They have.
I have
much
to
of it.
vibe. I have to vibe check the yarn. What does what does she like? And you know who she is.
I do know who she is. What does she like in terms of yarn?
So I have
That's
to. Do you want me to roll to
Yeah.
vibe check the yarn?
Roll if you're going based off of like what you know she likes, do a your friend check to see how good of a friend you are in terms of remembering yarn preferences and how well you can match that to the yarn in front of you.
Oh, that's good. 28.
Ooh.
28. Okay.
I rolled an 18 on the dice, and I have a plus.
Nice.
So you find some gorgeous, soft, very delicate, very delicate, thin, dark gray. And it feels right. The vibe is correct. This is the
Yes.
right yarn.
Yes. In addition to that yarn, any other colors seem interesting? Or like any other colors that seem like they would really work both texture-wise and color-wise with this one?
There's some you think you need some black yarn just, for general serviceability. You also see some that's this lovely rusty sort of orange. That feels good, and you want that. And also, this is not because of any particular matching with the yarn you already have, but there's some very vibrant blue. That's sort of a chunkier, more textured yarn, and for whatever reason, it's just like, yes, this is good.
Nice.
So those are your vibe checks.
Thank you for the vibe checks. Now I have to go vibe. Is there an equivalent to like embroidery floss?
Yes, the
I
embroidery
think that's
floss
what
section.
I think that's what that stuff is called.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You go to the embroidery floss section.
Sorry, I
Sorry.
I don't know if that's what it's called. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it is. That's what that
Okay.
is what it is called in real life. I just
Okay.
didn't know if you wanted me to come up with a cool Pathfinder name for
I
embroidery
don't-
floss,
I mean-
because I'm not gonna do that.
I just wasn't sure if that would be a thing, but they probably do embroidery, so it does make sense. I'm always
They
nervous
do.
things
There
don't have D&D analogs, D&D/Pathfinder analogs.
do you remember muffin-like objects? I think about
Yeah,
that every day.
that's why. That's why I said that, because I was like, I got nervous about what existed in fantasy
You
worlds.
have
Oh.
embroidery floss-like objects are
Yes.
easy
Thank
to
you.
find. Easy enough to find. And every color of the rainbow, and then some.
Yo.
Mm.
That thing. Sea shrimp colors.
I'm trying to think of what. I don't know. Fern's not really. Is there any multicolored stuff?
Yeah, there's variegated yarn or variegated floss.
Variegated.
Yes.
I'll pick up a couple of those that catch my eye. I think I'm set on this material for right now, but this is more of a, if they have anything interesting, I'll get it, but I did need the yarn.
All right, you get some fun floss colors that we can those can be, you decide later that you pick them up in these particular colors because you want those colors later on the line. We can just do that.
That makes sense. Okay.
And anything else?
Excuse me. Not. I'm set. Aya?
Aya, what would you like?
If you're looking at more, yeah, I also have no idea what the inside of a Joanne's looks like, so I'm kind of basing this off of Lincroft. But they have Lincrofts have like a whole section of rolls of fabric that you can basically cut out, that you can basically take over and get like square meter it
Lots
cut.
of fabric. Yeah.
Yep. Joanne's has that too.
That is also the Johann's experience.
Ha.
Joe, when I say I was depressed in high school and I would go to Joann's and touch the fabric, that's the type of fabric I was touching.
Oh.
The fabric.
Just these large spools of fabric, and people kept asking me if I wanted any, and I'd be like, no. No.
God.
I just need to touch.
I
need to
have
feel
to
something. Literally.
Fabric.
All right. What vibe of fabric are you going for, Joe?
Things she thinks Cerise would like working with, because I think this is kind of gonna be sent with a thank you for hosting me after.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, you can.
Kind of things that she thinks Cerise would like working with, possibly things that she thinks Cerise would like working with to make something for Pierre.
Yeah.
Because this is hopefully a thank you to both of them for hosting her after the incident.
Yeah. God bless. You know them both well enough. You can come up with something. You can get this woman some fucking fabric to make something gay for her wife. And
I had to let my son in. He's sobbing. You gonna behave?
Should I just mark off a couple of gold for that?
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I just got a text from Jamie. She was not doing well.
Oh no.
Apparently, she popped a cyst on her tailbone and had a 105-degree fever when she got to the hospital.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
So, she's texting me now, though, so doing a little Do it a little better. Oh
Slightly
boy.
better.
Han.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Man. I'm glad she's doing better.
yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Okay, but
Jesus.
she says. All right. Okay. You can easily get the fabric.
And swing there, hopefully well, if there would be a courier service that would go in a city, like a branch of it, otherwise she'll wait till we hit the city that I've still forgotten the name of.
Camlin. You can
Camlin.
probably because Camlin is. You can probably find a courier service. Camlin is going east, which is away from them anyway.
Okay.
So you can easily. I don't know how much shipping costs either, because I actually don't know any prices in any game.
Would get the way that she has enough money to cover.
She has for sure enough money to cover the package being delivered, along with any note you'd like to send with it to Soares and Pierre.
Yes.
Alrighty. And Fern, for your various and sundry items, you can just knock off 7 silver.
Okay.
I just make prices up on the spot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Any price will do.
Price is right.
As long as I'm paying.
As long as you pay as long as you can pay some money for some good or service, then God bless, the capitalism wheel keeps going round.
Gold pays for
Ouch.
goods and services.
You know how capitalism. Anyway, you can easily all finish your shopping for, unless there's anything else anybody would like to shop for.
I think we're good.
Could I just pick up some, like, extra parchment?
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
I think the only other thing that Soot would buy would be, like, for the road, maybe some, like bottled cider or something like that, like an alcoholic thing. But that's, like, when we're leaving sort of situation, so...
Yeah, you can easily acquire anything that's, like, typical utilities or adventuring supplies, or anything that you just want to pick up that's not like a specific character thing. Feel free to just say you shopped for it and add it to your sheet, as long as you exchange it for some quantity of money that is appropriate. And you all can bed down for one final night in the Leaping Toad. Victor, you still have your second room.
I did want to ask about, so wanted to go investigate who left that second room. Like, just ask and see who left it. He's just curious.
Okay. You can ask the bartender, who I don't remember if I gave a name or a personality to, so it's a different one tonight.
Filling in.
It's the substitute bartender, whose name is Fernando, and and he is happy to help with any customer service requirements you might have.
And Sid'll kind of like give a very nice customer service smile back to him, and just be like, there was somebody I was talking with the other night. Stayed in, and then he'll give Victor's room number. Not Victor. It was friend of ours from the day ago. I can't remember though. They were so nice. Do you remember who was staying in that room? I didn't catch their name at the time.
Well, it is company policy to not release that information, unfortunately. But I can certainly pass along a message if they ever come back through.
Can I tell if this guy's...
You can make a sense motive check.
Yeah, I want to try. I'm not very good at those, so I want to try. Oh, that's an 18 on the die. What is my sense motive? I think it's a negative, actually. Hold on. Yeah, no, it's a -1, so it's a 17.
That's okay. Fernando it is company policy to not release the information of customers staying in the rooms to other customers who happen to be asking about them without much detail.
Makes sense.
Because, you know.
Yeah.
He will also not release any information about who is and is not on shift tonight.
Good job, Fernando.
Fernando adheres to company policy. God bless.
Yeah. Sid'll
Your
just
safety is important.
His coworkers and his customers safe.
Yeah. No, Sid'll just give a smile and just be like, all right. Well, that was all I wanted to know, though. Message won't be necessary. We might end up meeting on the road or something. Thanks.
Well, I hope you do. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Sid'll give a tip of the hat again and then just fucking go back to his room. He's just suspicious by nature. Yeah, don't worry about him.
As he probably should be. God bless. But yeah, you all can easily do anything you would like in the evening. If there is nothing in particular you would like to do in the evening, you all can go the fuck to sleep and wake up in the morning.
Yes.
It's nice to wake up in the morning.
All right.
There is unfortunately a conversation that I think needs to be had before we set out.
It was agreed that it would wait until we were like half hour out of town.
Trying to see.
What conversation is this?
Fern.
Oh, right. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot DMing.
Ah, shit, that was today, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be today.
Ah, fuck. Okay.
Let's take a 3-minute break for me to get water, and then we can deal with you guys getting on the road.
All right.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm baby. You have to be nice to me.
No, I don't.
Oh, maybe you should be nice.
No.
Fern's done nothing wrong.
Fern's just a little odd. It's okay.
Fern's just a little guy.
I'm just a little man, little guy.
It's
Come on,
their
it's his birthday.
You wouldn't be mean to somebody on their birthday.
That's gonna be me on the fucking 12th, you guys. I'm just a little guy, a little man. It's my birthday. You can't be mean to a guy on his birthday.
In other news, I have a job.
Yay! They called you back?
Yay!
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes, I have my tutoring position.
Hell
That's
yeah!
gonna be
fun. We also think my mother gave me a stomach bug yesterday.
Oh no.
So I am feeling a little, haha.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
A little fun spicy.
Okay.
Oh, we have a fire. You are muted, fire. It's okay, we're taking a small little break.
Yeah, water break.
Y'all are never gonna guess who has applesauce.
Yo!
Yeah.
Happy
Oh, I could technically go get applesauce too.
We're fucking vibing. Get some applesauce.
Applesauce is
Fire is here, but muted for a second, so...
Hello, Fire. Glad you can join us. I am.
Since this is the Fern conversation, we might want to wait.
Yeah, we can just wait till Fire's ready.
No.
And give Fire a chance to do any shopping Cal wanted to do as well.
Yes, also true.
Mm-hmm. Lance, why are you giving me such a stink eye? He just stares at me.
He's
He
got a
angry.
He
No
just,
talking.
you know those fursuits that have like the eyes that like no matter where you look, they look like they're looking at you? That's just Lance.
Yeah.
With his eyes, he follows me. It's so unnerving.
I like that the fursuit is the example you went with and not like the Mona Lisa.
Oh no, because I don't notice it with the Mona Lisa. I notice it when people have those fucking detailed fursuits that cost a lot of money. I don't know.
Mona Lisa, if not a persona.
What?
No.
It's different. She's not a fursuit or anything. Never mind.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Some words y'all are saying.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on actually. I literally
Unfortunately, I have decided to start saying words that mean nothing.
yeah. And my
Like
brain
the Mona Lisa is a fursuit.
Like the Mona Lisa is a fursuit, precisely, Parker. These are the advantages of knowing me.
What?
I love you,
The Mona
buddy,
Lisa
but
is a fursuit.
that's
You get to hear me say things like that.
that is recorded for the rest of history and time on YouTube.
Many,
Why?
many bad
Why
things
are
I've
you
said have
saying
been
it
recorded.
though?
Because, unfortunately, I have applesauce and I'm unstoppable.
Lost in the sauce.
Choosing violence.
I'm applying sauce. Directly to forehead.
Directly to the forehead. God, I remember that bit. That's fucking good.
That's an old meme.
It is. Apply sauce. Directly
Apply
to the forehead.
sauce.
Lance, stop looking at me. You're giving me the creeps.
I also have chocolate milk.
Ooh.
Chalky milk.
Chef.
The milk is chalky, am I right?
If I wasn't so full, I'd go get wow, okay, stutter. I would get, we have strawberry milk. I want some now. But I ate a burger recently and it's sitting okay with me, but it made it to where I don't want to have dairy as well.
Wait, I've just realized I never actually made this visible to your guys' stuff. I made you guys like a little handout for the note you got from the Gear Right Brothers, and then I never gave it to you.
Oh, the information on Navi?
Yeah, I have just made it visible to you. Sorry, guys. I
Thank
meant to
you.
do that like 2 weeks ago. I thought I did it 2 weeks ago.
It's all good. We have it now.
You have it now. You have it before you needed it, so that's what matters, right?
We're waiting for Fire. I am gonna be right back. Tummy.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab some ibuprofen because my back is hurting me. I'm old.
Everybody do the things you need to do. We are taking an interlude.
For pain.
A pain interlude. I'm just fucking eating applesauce, dude.
Did you just say pain interlude?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
I like the words you're coming up with tonight. It's good.
I'm
Don't change.
saying The thing about my words in the brain is that nothing can stop me.
There's no filter left. Not anymore.
There's no filter.
Yeah.
I'm just making little dudes and throwing them at you with increasing frequency.
I love those
Wow.
guys.
I've got more dudes for you.
Yo. I just
Well-
got water. I need to get more. Damn it, this cup is so small. I'll be
The
back
thing
again.
about dudes in Dungeons and Dragons is that they are not necessarily men, but all of my NPCs are little dudes. Some of them are just significantly more, you know?
Ah.
I love your little dudes. Ouch.
Joe, I think you probably got stories, some nice sturdy fabric that could be used for a jacket or something for Pierre.
That was my sort of thought.
Like a nice crisp looking
Crisp.
butch lesbian moment that Pierre so frequently rocks.
That was the sort of vibe, is because she's gonna know better what Pierre specifically likes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. I need to sit nicely here. Come on.
Pierre is one of the women of all time, I have to say.
Wait till these fuckers meet her.
Oh my god. She is so. The list of women, number 1, Pierre.
Number 2, Gertie.
Number 2, Gertie. This is real. This is true. This is impossibly true.
Hello.
Hello!
No, not Cal. Fire. Hello, Fire. Cal is going to be here now.
Cal exists.
Yes, sorry. I had to take care of some errands and then I had to put my groceries away when I got home.
That's fair.
But-
Are so,
Right though.
so very valid.
Don't worry
Is
about
there
it.
any shopping you want to do?
I'm
Um,
gonna be right back.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. If
I can't think of anything.
If there's anything that strikes you, you can feel free to let me know what you have decided to purchase, and I can give you a price, or you can just look up a price and like use it. But you know, we can just hand wave retcon if there's something that you're like, I would have definitely bought that before I left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be just a moment while I can be here for any roleplay, but it's gonna be just a moment while I get my computer activated.
Yeah.
You're good.
My
Two
laptop
people who
takes.
crucial for the next scene are both AFK at the moment anyway, so.
Oh, fair enough.
We're just vibing.
Yeah, my roommate
Very-
texted me at like 4:30, being like, "Hey, I'm gonna go shopping. Do you want to come?" I was like, "I really need to do grocery shopping, and it's easiest if I get her to drive me."
Yeah. I get how that goes.
Because I don't have my own car. So,
Mm-hmm. I feel that.
and I was running out of things that I could eat in my apartment because
Oh,
we don't have any pots right now. So I've got a
Oh.
ton of pasta, but no way to make it.
No. Oh, that's the
The
worst.
curse. The curse of
I'm
pasta
all-
requiring
Hello.
dishes. Hello.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm well backstocked on pasta supplies, with no way to make pasta.
Must eat
What
pasta
do you mean
raw.
you guys don't have any pots at the moment?
Moving?
Because our pots were shitty and they rusted.
Oh,
Oh no.
that
Um,
sucks.
Yeah, so unfortunately we are now potless.
Oh, to be
L.
We just have pans.
Oof.
Hands.
Okay, I heard a nocturne. We just...
Hello.
Oh yeah, Parker.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Parker now.
Yeah. Jamie, I love you.
Also, we are not file. We are not going to have a Jamie due to medical crisis.
Yeah. She's in the
She's
hospital
in
right
the
now.
hospital right now.
She's doing
It's
better,
not bad.
but yeah.
She is safe at the hospital.
Sorry.
Yep.
Parker returned. Okay. We are now good.
Doing all right,
we
buddy?
begin.
I'm a feeling.
Oh, I'm
I can
sorry.
keep playing.
Mm.
We are beginning on the morning of Desnus 15th now.
You.
And you guys are getting ready to set out. You have a cart. You have Soot's new horse, Eloise, or Ellie. You have Victor's horse. I've forgotten your horse's name.
She will introduce her horse as Theo.
Theo.
I will need to do a quick
Yeah, you want to make me a
introduction
quick
to these
animal
horses?
handling check moment for the horse introduction?
Sure do.
Can Victor help with at least Theo?
Yes, you can. Theo is your horse.
Good.
Soot, it's a little too early with Eloise to be beneficial, but Cal, take a +2 bonus.
Okay, good, because I just rolled a 7 and a natural 1.
Oh.
So, hold on, I might have an animal handling bonus, though. Let me find my character sheet somewhere in this shit.
Yeah, Soot's pretty good with animals, actually. He'll keep her calm.
So if you want to make an animal handling check for Eloise
Sure.
specifically,
Ooh. 15 plus 4. So,
Okay.
19.
Eloise is going to stay pretty calm throughout it all. Then it's just going to be a matter of if Theo hates Cal.
So I do actually have a +6 to handling animals.
Ooh.
Okay, so 7
so-
plus 6 plus 2.
Yeah, so 15.
That is
And then nat 1 for a total of
God.
7.
L.
what was the? Why did you roll twice? Oh, for both animals. Okay.
Both
Sorry,
animals,
I forgot that 2 horses exist. So we'll say Theo is the first one. And Theo, a lot of horses, you look at them and they look at you and they start looking at you and it seems that they don't quite like it. Theo looks at you and it's this horse kind of has an attitude of not same shit, different day, but like, whatever.
Could be worse.
Seen it before. Been there, done that. Whatever. Eloise seems a little more nervous, but Soot seems very, very natural with the horse that he's just acquired, like very naturally able to calm her down. And so it does not seem like the horses are going to be put off by your nature, but there is a moment where you make like eye contact with Theo and this horse is looking at you. This seems like an intelligent horse, as much as horses can be. And he's just like, all right, whatever.
Fair enough.
Victor,
Give me
Victor,
1 sec, I'm going to switch over to my computer.
Yeah.
Yep, Victor, give him treat.
Oh.
Oh, he fucking loves a treat. One thing
I would
about
say
Theo is
it-
that he loves a treat.
I'd say before we had left or whatever and hooked up the horses or whatever, Soot would have spent some time like grooming the horse and whatever, just getting her used to him a bit. Because literally just bought her yesterday.
Pamper Eloise.
Yeah.
She appreciates it. She's just a little horse.
I love her.
She's a good.
I actually do have an image for Theo. I need to go find it though.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't
you do have
decided
a
what kind
Theo
of horse
image.
he was.
I remember. what you
Isn't
said
there
Theo looked
technically... You posted an image of Eloise somewhere.
like. I didn't post an image of Eloise, but
Or
I
you
did
said
say
that she was gray. Gray and white.
Gray and white, yes. So you could probably look up gray and white horse and get something.
Yeah.
Got him. Found him. Found my boy.
Your boy. I want to see my little
Little
boy.
boy, here he comes. Ooh, she could be...
He.
Ooh.
Theo. Beloved Theo.
Aw,
Handsome man.
Theo! Wait, let's see.
Very
I
handsome
think-
man.
Oh, let's see. I want to have her be like an. Fuck. Where is it? She's like an apple. Here we go. That would be kind of a good one. Here. I like that one.
Yes. She.
Her.
Eloise. My beloved.
Appaloosa.
Yes. So, is everyone here and back?
I
I think so, yes.
Okay. You guys can set out from Ilsurian. I am, for the moment, just as a note, it is possible that I am going to retcon Skylar diverging paths here and then rejoin you later, depending. But I don't want to do anything set in stone without, consulting Jamie when she's not blitzed on pain meds.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
we're just gonna, whatever's happening with Skylar, be flexible about it. It is subject to change.
Yeah.
For right now, she is just sort of floating in the back.
She's in our hot bar of allies that we can throw out in a Pokeball on a moment's notice.
Skylar is in the Pokeball, and they will remain so until further notice. Okay.
It's Schrodinger's Skylar.
Yes, exactly. Schrodinger Skylar. So, you all know from your map. In fact, everybody, why don't you make me a knowledge geography check? Because I like flexing the fact that Pathfinder has knowledge geography.
Right.
And you can do so with a +1 if you are consulting the map that you got from Greg.
I want to look at the map.
That
You can
would
look
be
at
Yeah, Aya definitely is consulting the map.
And,
Well-
and slap
Oh my
those bad boys in the Roll20 chat.
That's a 1.
I did really
Incredible.
bad.
On the dice.
I-
Hold on. With modifiers.
I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness
shit.
gracious, you guys.
Fucking Cal saving our
at
ass.
least
Ooh,
Cal.
Anaya.
At least Cal and Aya know where we're going.
So, which
Geography-
makes sense.
Geography is one of the
Honestly.
few knowledge skills I don't have, okay? I have most of them.
Yeah.
God.
So it makes sense, though, that Cal and Aya would know, mostly because Cal, you're from this province. You're kind of familiar with, even though Camlin is inland and farther east than you lived, it is still, you know a direction, generally the vibe, you know people who have been there before. And Aya, you've never personally been there either, but you are very familiar with trade routes and how long it takes people to get places. So Camlin is typically about a 4-day journey if you're kind of leisurely and not pushing. You can make it in 3 if you've got a timeline you're working on and you really gotta go. It's up to you guys what pace you want to go at.
Normal.
Yeah.
Leisurely.
I
I
will
don't think
relay
we're
that,
human.
4 days if we're not rushing. I don't see any reason to strain the horses particularly much, unless we really need to.
Should be alright.
All right.
Oh, I
So you
wanted to
guys-
get a couple bottles of alcohol. I don't know how much that costs though.
You can get. They 2 silver.
2 silver each, or
No, for the lot.
okay. I'd like to get like 3 bottles. So
Then it's 2 silver for the lot still.
All right. Oh,
Me
for
versus
fuck's
prices is just picking numbers and saying a precious metal at the end of it.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to create a whole economic system for my game because it was bothering me that I couldn't figure out how much things cost.
Oh.
Dude.
So now I have a whole sheet where I have prices for things that I worked out in relation to other things.
That's kind of incredible, and I admire your tenacity.
I get
Nice.
weird about some stuff. I also have a list of all the imports and exports of different countries because that's what I should be
my
working
God.
on.
You do need to be worrying about the exports, though. Like, those exports really,
They're the economic backbone of the society. Of course it's important.
you gotta be having those exports is the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, you guys are on the road, 45 minutes out of Ilsurian. The weather is nice. It's a late spring day. It's warm, a little chilly from the breeze sometime, but the sun is out. The birds are singing. The roads are good.
Victor, who has been reading her trashy history book, sort of out of nowhere, like, snaps the book shut. And not to alarm anybody, but I think there needs to be a conversation had real fast.
All right.
You know that whenever someone says not to alarm,
Yeah, I think I'm in the same wheelhouse. It's a little odd to lead a conversation with.
Well, Fern and I had a little bit of a conversation 2 nights ago. Didn't we, Fern?
Yes, we did. We had a lovely conversation.
Jump in whenever you can, Fern. I thought,
Go ahead.
I don't know how y'all's thing works, so I'm just gonna start talking. I
Well,
thought,
sorry. So, I am a little weird.
wait.
And when people first meet me, I have an effect on them that makes them desire to be friendly towards me.
Alright.
and before anyone asks, it is not natural charisma.
No, it is. I guess you could call it supernatural charisma, although that's also not quite accurate, but it gets a little closer.
The point
I'm-
is, it's not a natural effect. Insofar as, more or less over the last couple of days, Soot Fern has, presumably unintentionally, had a small influence and effect on your minds.
It is unintentional.
So it's just kind of like a charm effect then. Kinda.
Yes, sort of. It's a low. I hesitate to call it a charm effect, but that's me being technical.
Similar enough.
It is mostly involuntary, and what is voluntary, I do not intend to direct at any of you. Now, sometimes I'm struggling to describe it, narrow the effect on a person. And on occasion that is unintentional, and if that does happen while I know you, I do apologize, because I do try my best to not. However, at least upon initially meeting me, people like to be my friend.
Can Soot do what's it called? The fucking
Listen.
nah. Well, actually, yeah. No, he'll
Sense motive?
listen. He'll listen.
Yeah, you can listen. Anybody can sense motive if you would like.
Oh shit! That was a really high roll. Oh, Soot dice are being real
Do I
nice
have to roll
tonight.
anything?
No, I think I'm just going to do this based on my interpretation, unless you would like to roll something specific for me. But it's up to you.
19 plus
anything
4
I
for
would roll in
23.
this situation, Fern would be intentionally not doing.
Okay.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm going to address Cal first. You got a nat 20.
I have nothing in sense motive.
I will say, well, Fern is somewhat hesitant in this conversation. You get the sense that it is not due to any kind of intentional deception, rather that they are having to pick their words carefully in order to convey what they are trying to say and not convey what they are not trying to say, but not because they are attempting to deceive.
I did not know that, sorry. I was trying to look at it.
Elf blood racial.
Sorry, I was trying to look at it, not send it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's what you would get. Soot, I'm going to
Uh-oh. Are you gonna bully me?
I'm just going to type something to you real quick.
Oh. Yup. Okay. Fear.
To give a little more clarification, at least as far as I can tell, there is some level of compulsive silence. They're not allowed to speak about certain things.
That's unfortunate.
Fern just smiles and they don't have a noticeable reaction to this.
That seems like it would be. But as far as the desire to be friends, she just kind of shrugs. And I mean, at least for me, not the strangest thing I've encountered. It's not something I knew people could do, but it just is, from what I can tell.
Soot
It's not. You're not doing it with intent to harm. It's just something that happens, right?
Right. I honestly don't know if I could harm with it, to be perfectly honest.
Look, I don't really mind it, honestly. Mostly because I've been around people that not necessarily could do what you could do, but I mean, they seem more. You could do that with just words. Well, maybe not the same effect, but there are people that can talk people in circles. Make them do what they didn't think they would want to do. And that's just with words. I think it's about the same thing. Even if it's not the same. General, it's good to know that we know about it, but I don't think it's... At least
Knowing
anything...
about it does help.
Yes, exactly. That's why I wanted to bring it up. I didn't mean to vilify Fern or to tell you all how to feel about it, but I thought if you were going to spend time around him, it would be useful to know.
I will add as well at this point that as you guys are all sort of taking this in, that something has altered the way you've thought about your friend Fern. You do notice your friend Fern, you've thought about them as your friend pretty much since you met them, but to a certain extent as well, there's nothing they have done or said that you think would make you not want to be their friend. They haven't done anything to contradict it. They are a pleasant person. They are just, there's nothing. Perhaps this effect has accelerated what you would naturally think, but it doesn't feel like you have overlooked some great egregious behaviors because of this effect. It feels like you just perhaps thought of them as your friend a little bit quicker than you would have otherwise. As you are looking at them as well, Nocturne, would you re-describe them for me?
I would love to.
Hmm.
So, Fern is an elf. They have warm brown skin on the paler side, a very nice, pleasant, warm smile that adorns their features. Their hair is shoulder length, pretty curly, and it fades from pink, and about halfway through it fades up to gold, and the fade is too inconsistent to be a dye line. It almost looks like at some point the hair just changed while it was growing out. They're wearing a denim jacket. It looks worn and well repaired. There's no patches or anything identifying on it other than the self repairs, which are all made with thread that about match the color. They're wearing a black top that has mesh across the top, just like a couple inches. You can't see much of it through the jacket, but it is there. Simple, casual pants, boots that look well worn, not super repaired, but they look like they were in really good condition when bought, so they've just seen some wear. But the thing that sort of processes most is Fern's face. And this is not like you have not seen this. It's like we all have ADHD, right? You know, when you're looking at something and it's right there and your eyes just skate over it and your brain doesn't log it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like these things were kind of like that. Around their eyes, there is what looks like this dark black eye makeup that kind of drips down at the corners. It's not makeup. That's set into their skin. That's just what their skin looks like around their eyes. And their eyes are frosted over. They are not clouded. Whatever whiteness is obscuring their eye looks like it comes over top instead of being set inside. But it does not seem to obscure their actual vision at all. But who knows why they look like that.
It's fine. Nictating membrane. It happens.
Sorry.
Has Victor seen this the whole time?
Victor, I will say, is it okay, Nocturne, if I say?
I wanted to do this in the Victor conversation, and I forgot to tell you about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Victor, you would have noticed this very strongly when you confronted them in a way that you would not have noticed it prior.
Okay.
You would have had this moment when you had a one-on-one, face-to-face confronting them about what they are. Not prior to that, but this is not new to you in this moment.
Right.
I
I will accept that. It would not have been in character for Victor to say anything about that.
Mhm.
Weird
Yeah,
things have
I-
weird appearances all the time. It doesn't matter to her.
Yeah. And that's Fern. That's what Fern actually looks like.
Interesting.
Tilts her head, and there's a little head bob. Like, she understands some things.
Yeah. Sid just takes a minute. He's like, all right. Could be weirder.
The longer you know me, the less my effect will matter in the interactions that we have, especially if you know that it's there. So I would guess within a week or two, it won't be a concern at all. Unless I accidentally direct it your way, and if that does happen, I am sorry.
Well, let's not put the horse before the cart.
In a sec, I'll be right back.
Okay. I think it'll be fine. I do appreciate your honesty, though.
That out of the way. She opens her book back up, puts her
Sid
feet
does.
up on the other side of the cart, and starts reading again.
Sid literally does the same thing, except his is the fucking novel he bought.
God. All right.
Except Sid very much is like, you know, where you put like you've like tucked yourself into like your knees are up and you're like leaning your chest against your knees and you got like the thing in front of you. He's doing that.
Mhm.
He's like made himself small.
Nice.
Has he made himself comfy?
Yeah. He's like
Good.
he's kind of like vaguely resting his like head on his knees a little bit. Occasionally he like puts one of his legs down. Like it yeah, he just does whatever he wants to be comfortable.
Comfy, cozy in the back of a wagon.
Yeah.
So, if there are other conversations you wish to have on this, your first day of travel, it is easy enough to do. You're all in the cart having a reasonable time.
I would say later in that day or whatever, Soot would try humming this thing he heard.
All right.
See if it gets a reaction.
Yeah. So make a I assume you don't have perform thing trained or anything.
Perform. I have my specific perform thing, but I don't have.
Just make a straight charisma check for me then to see
Okay.
how well you.
Charisma. Oh, that wasn't very good. Actually, no, that's not too bad with my modifier. 11 plus 4 for 15.
15. Okay. Fern. Soot starts humming something that you recognize.
Hello?
It is the tune to a nursery rhyme about your goddess.
He's just got his head on his knees and he's like vaguely looking at you while he does this.
It's something you would have heard from other worshippers, or just in general. It's a fairly common in certain parts of the world, but it's originally based on a fable about your goddess, and the tune is very familiar to you.
I'm trying to figure out. Fern does not have a visible reaction to this.
Can I look through this?
Would you like to make a sense motive check?
Perhaps.
Yeah,
I'm not good at those, but it's fine.
What do you want me to roll?
If you would like to conceal any reaction you might have, I would like you to make a bluff.
Ooh, shit.
That's a 14.
Dude, I rolled a natural 19 minus 1 for
Oh
18.
My God. Oh no.
These soot dice like me today.
All right. So, describe what you think Fern is, or what you think Soot might see Fern cover up.
A very quick expression of surprise and slight alarm.
Alright. I got what I came for. I stop humming.
All right.
Fuck.
The fable this is based on, by the way, is also the fable of how the first bag of holding ever came into being.
Ooh, would I know this? Oh wait, no, I probably wouldn't
might.
technically.
Well, make a knowledge religion check, and I'll tell you if you know the full fable.
Oh, that's good. God, this soot die really likes me today. Knowledge religion, you said?
Yeah.
That's a +3, 16 plus 3 for 19?
19. Okay. Let me see. So, this is a fable about how the goddess Grandmother Spider once gave a young man a bag and asked him to collect every animal in the jungle and put it in the bag and bring it home to her. And he did not think that every animal would fit in the bag, but he went and he began collecting, starting with the very smallest ones. And he found, as he went, that the bag could fit far more than he ever thought it should be able to. And he became enamored with this idea of what else he could store. And so rather than bringing the animals all back to Grandmother Spider for her web, he instead ran off with the bag. And that is how the first bag of holding came into being. And that is why certain spiders fucking hate humans.
I see.
It is
Interesting.
also the story about how one of the goddess of pranks got pranked and owned. Lol.
Lol. Pranked.
Lol. Pranked. Exactly.
Suck it, Grandma.
That is what the nursery rhyme is typically, just a little thing that children sing that's sort of like, there was an old lady who swallowed a fly, and that it adds on with the bag of holding and the animals in the jungle. But that's the fable that it comes from.
Gotcha. And it would make sense that Soot would know that, considering where he's from and stuff, and
It would.
what he do.
What he do, yes.
Alright.
So yeah, that's the information.
Sounds good.
That's the information you would know.
Awesome. All right, I think that's all I wanted to do.
Okay.
Onward. Excuse
All
me.
right. If there's anything else anybody would like to do before it is time to set up camp.
Mm,
I don't think so.
I think we're good. Unless...
You guys can easily find a place that's pretty clear. Looks like it's been used for camp fairly recently. There's even still some usable firewood tucked up under some trees that some kind soul left behind. And there's plenty of space to pitch tents and etc.
All right. We'll do that. Sid can get a fire going if we have the means to do so, and if we want one.
It'll get cold still. You still want a fire tonight.
All right.
Yeah, we still want a fire, and I'm assuming if we don't have firewood and stuff, we are able to collect it.
Easily collect firewood. This seems like it's a good spot. There's some, like I said, left under a tree. There's plenty to figure out. You can easily start a fire in your usual way.
Heck yeah, so it's good. Can he technically use his cantrip ability for that?
Yeah, his spark. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna use the ember thing, but like I feel like for flavor, the way he activates the spells, he like snaps his fingers to get it to light, and it just sparks, and it comes to a roar.
Fuck yeah.
Fire!
This man's basically got a flint and steel embedded in his fingertips.
I am the flint and steel.
Okay, Mustang.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking of, like Roy Mustang and his fucking gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Victor, oh, sorry, go for it.
Oh no, I was just saying that was definitely the image I got.
Yeah, thank you.
Victor spends most of setup camp time after taking care of her horse putting up her own small tent. But for anyone who has traveled before, she certainly gets it up by the end.
Oh.
You're not sure how.
This woman puts up this tent in probably the most bizarre way anybody could choose to assemble tent poles and tent fabric. You don't think if she didn't have her tail as like an extra limb of sorts that she would have been able to get it up. It gets up. It does.
She's perfectly confident. Perfectly confident.
Oh my god.
Cal sits there like cross-legged in front of their own tent, like cross-legged, elbow on knee, face leaning on fist, just watching this happen.
Yeah, I was in much the same boat. Just a little bit like, I think you watch her at one point, like, track one particular tent pole, and she has a little head, like, cocked 80 degrees as she's trying to figure out what's going on in that particular tent pole.
She does get it.
It gets up. That tent does get put up.
Nice. Ooh, is it
She notices she has an audience afterwards, and she's just like, "What?"
Not how I would have done it, but okay.
I'm sure you'll get
Let's
better
see.
with time.
She was going to roll her eyes at Cal, and then she looks at you so offended as hell.
Practice makes perfect.
Oh my god.
Rat.
He gives you a customer service smile.
And into her assembled tent she goes.
I have to bully someone in this campaign. It might
So
as well
sorry
be
that we're
Victor.
bullying Victor, except I'm not.
The thing, Ren has a compulsive need to start a fight with the high class Southern woman in any campaign.
It's true.
Good!
Oh no.
That's the beef you need to start.
Don't worry, they'll be friends in the end. Maybe.
Mayhaps.
Oh, Sit does want to call for fucking Matchbox though again. But
All right. Pick high or low.
let's go high this time.
Good choice. A long, slender, oddly proportioned black dog that Cal has seen before, but I don't think anybody else saw in combat. Just sort of emerges from the shadows next to Soot
There
and
you
puts
are,
its
buddy.
face on his hat.
There you are, buddy. He'll give him, like, scritchies. Guess you didn't like Tom very much, huh?
It licks your ear.
Oh, you're so cute. He's going to give them a couple of kisses.
Excellent. Matchbox is a very long, gangly dog that is more limb than dog, I would say. It's a borzoi. It's a black borzoi for
I
people
love
who,
him.
are not in a D&D universe. And he does ultimately decide that it is lap time for Matchbox and curls
Excellent.
up. Still more limb than dog, so it's just sort of legs pointing out in every direction on your
Yes.
lap.
Oh, Sit's
Cal.
very happy.
Cal offers a hand for Matchbox to sniff at. See if this dog will allow them to do the pet.
He licks your hand.
Yeah. Oh, he likes you.
Cal will attempt to pet the top of Matchbox's head.
You are permitted to pat.
Pat, pat, pat. Little scritch at ears.
Good boy.
Regrettably, I think Aya is kind of side-eyeing Matchbox a little bit, just in a bit of a, You give me hunting dog vibes, and that is...
Local bird woman. Wary of
Like the
dog.
hunting dog.
Matches
No.
is a good boy. He only bites people I want him to bite. If he wants to bite them at all.
He very, very, very gently. You know the way dogs put their mouth on something when they're like, no, they're not supposed to bite it, but if they just want to gently take some food out of your hand or something?
Mm-hmm.
Matchbox just so gently does that to the brim of your hat.
Oh. He'll take it off for Matchbox.
He pushes his whole face into the like cone of the hat. Full snoot.
Excellent. There's so much
I
snoot.
so love him. Aya's a bit like,
The thing about Matchbox is that he's the perfect dog. I'm just letting you guys know right now. But
Which-
he's also sort of unnatural. Like, this is not just a dog. This dog is like pitch black. When he was in the shadows, you couldn't see anything there. And when he came out of the shadows for a second, you still couldn't see anything there. You just saw the shadows moving. This is, yes, he's a borzoi, so he's not really like unnaturally limbed, but he also has a strange quality of movement. This does almost look more like a deer than a dog in some ways. This is not your average puppy.
reassuring.
He is perfect, but not your average puppy.
Perfect. But Aya's a bit like,
Perfect, in quotation marks, strange.
Yes.
He's my
When Victor
strange
does
little
come out when Victor does come out from dinner, there is a bit of like a double take at the dog, and then kind of parks herself on the opposite side of the fire from that.
Yes. When you do that, so just like grabs like, you know, like how people will hold like their dogs like by the sides of their face and like point them in a direction, and he'll kind of like do that a little bit with Matchbox and like flap his ears a little bit, but then release him so he's not pestering him too much.
Matchbox tolerates this behavior.
Excellent. He gives him a little kiss on the head for being such a good boy.
Victor does pray over food, and this is something you have seen from her constantly, and from like this point forward, as a note, she prays before eating.
Hmm.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before bedding down for the night?
I mean, Aya's gonna volunteer to take a watch just out of because she knows we're on a fairly reasonably safe part of road because it's moderately well traveled, but she's still like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead and assign yourself some watches.
So it's not the best at him, but he could take one unless somebody else wants to.
He could also buddy up with someone.
Yeah, exactly. Give someone advantage.
Cal would take one.
Sure.
Really, I assume you guys are all going to watch at some point. It's just, do you want to be first, second, or third? So call for a second or third.
Aya will take first. Anyone who wants to join her, she won't object.
Victor will take that with you.
Okay.
Cal will take second.
I mean, Cal like Sit's dog. Maybe Sit will give you advantage for that one. Because he doesn't do very well in perceptions.
And then that leaves Fern for third watch, if that's all right.
That works fine.
All right. Fern is also an elf, so they need less sleep than others.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, everyone go ahead and just roll your perceptions and slap them in the thing.
That's natural 20, and that's with the modifier.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I didn't look at Sit.
Now are we doing separate rolls or are we doing like a circumstance bonus fine?
If you want to assist the person you're partnering with, then they can take a +2 bonus. Because advantage doesn't exist in
that's what I was asking about.
Dang.
Yeah.
I already rolled a 23.
Nice.
But yeah, you can give so if you want to give Cal a +2 bonus,
yes.
that is perfectly.
Yeah, I unfortunately rolled like shit, so that's with the +2.
That's alright.
Okay. So watch 1, Aya and Victor, you guys are alert. You guys are aware. Nobody is on the road at night. There is a healthy amount of sounds from animals. Matchbox does seem occasionally to sort of get up and trot around, and that dog's eyes are big. Like, that dog's got a long, narrow face, and its eyes are in the dark with just the firelight. Its eyes do look a little buggy. Just a little fun. He's just a little bit stupid looking. It's important to me that you guys know that I'm saying this with love, because this is everything I love in a dog. He looks stupid, but he does look like he's interested in his surroundings, and then he'd go back to Soot after doing his little trot.
Soot does importantly reward him for doing this every time.
Yeah. But Aya and Victor, you guys don't notice anything amiss or alarming. If there's anything you'd like to chat about, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Is Matchbox active during our watch?
Yes, just once, I think, he would get up and trot around and then return to wherever he was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Victor watches the dog and then waits and watches it go back to sit.
Yeah,
Eyes on the
it's
dog.
very still while Matchbox is doing this.
My good boy.
Other than
And I
that,
think
no.
I think after Matchbox has returned to Soot, she will just kind of. I am gonna get used to it. It's just it might take me a little.
Victor would have a response. Long as you don't startle it. Or start running too fast.
It's the one I'm a bit more worried about. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You very much get the sense she is.
Mm-hmm.
That is for herself, not you.
I don't know if I should say this.
Hmm?
I'm thinking about she just person shape's better than bird shape for it though, if necessary.
Yeah. It's just there's still some of the.
You learn
Just
lessons and they never don't she's looking over at
the
Matchbox.
instinct fixed.
She looks over at Matchbox and she nods and she goes, "There's some lessons taught unlearned."
Yes. But I will get used to it. It's just the hunting dogs in particular are a little bit. Well, I am what I am.
Victor nods. She doesn't say anything else about it, but you can see her eyes. Like she's always checking where the dog is.
Right. Your watch passes.
I've checked on what kind of wariness that is.
Go ahead and make a sense motive.
I'll do that.
Victor, if you are trying to conceal what kind of wariness it is, make a bluff. And tell me in private.
You bounced.
Holy shit. Okay,
Yeah,
27.
Jesus.
I'm assuming that Victor's got a high enough bluff that it might not matter.
Okay, so I will tell you something sticks in your mind. Victor said some lessons are hard to unlearn.
Yeah.
And she's looking at this dog. Like there is a very particular lesson that she has not unlearned and that she is not keen on unlearning.
Yeah.
And
Which
that
is
what-
leaving me going, is it the summoned nature? Is it the. But Aya doesn't have enough context to.
Yeah,
And
you
also,
don't
she's
know.
gonna ask.
There's just something about this dog
Yeah.
that has
It is
reminded
setting off
Victor of
the-
some lesson she has learned.
Yep, that tracks.
All right. And as I said, the rest of your watch passes peacefully, quietly. The dog only gets up the once and stays sleeping with Soot the rest of the time. And on Soot and Cal's watch, it is much the same. Matchbox is up and about more because you are awake and more willing to give him treatsies, which is very important to him. And he does seem to take a liking to Cal in an odd way. He does. It seems to you, Cal, because you've witnessed it with Soot and experienced it yourself, that this dog shows affection by licking your ear, which sure is a choice.
Oh,
It sure is.
But he comes up and he licks your ear, and you feel accepted in a way that dogs don't always like you either, but it's normally in a different way than horses. But
They're just not always a fan.
yeah, not always a fan. This one, to be fair, also doesn't seem like he knows what being a dog quite is. But he knows that trot around and lick ears, and by God will he. Crucially, he will do these things.
Fair enough.
PK, I just had a really
Text me your thought.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
But yeah, there's nothing too alarming, it doesn't seem, on the road. There's no traffic, there's no wanderers, it seems nobody's on the road this late, because why the fuck would you be on the road this late? You're the middle watch, so there's no very early risers or very late campers to see. If you guys would like to chat at all, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I think. Cal would chat, but I don't know what they'd say.
Well, I do have some stories if we need some time to kill.
Always interested in a good story.
I'm a very good storyteller, I'm told. What would you like to hear?
I don't know, something. Maybe something from wherever you're from. I don't need to be specifics, but I spent all my life in one place, so.
Alright. Fuck, where's that list of things that I had written down? You gave me about
My cryptid list? Hold on,
yeah, where is it?
I will pin it in our chat.
Trying to find it. Furiously scrolling.
It's pinned now.
Thank
so.
you. Well, do you want something more uplifting or creepy?
Give me something creepy.
Alright. What about the man cursed to dance in his ever-waking moment till he drops dead of exhaustion?
Sounds like a Fae story.
There's a lot where I'm from. Or at least a few. And Soot will go on with that story. He never gets tired, can't die in any other way, and dances in the forest for centuries. I guess I could technically do my thing, right?
Yeah, do you want to make a performance check to see how spooky of a story you managed to tell?
Yes, please. Oh, I thought that was a 1 for a second. I almost had a heart attack. That would have been really funny if it was just a terrible fucking story.
It's just a shit story, actually.
So my storytelling ability is a +8, so that's a 15, even though I rolled a 7 on the dice.
All right. It's a good story, Cal. I mean, the ambiance is doing a lot for you with, the trees around and the fire and all that. But you're like, yeah, this is a creepy face story. I like a good creepy face story. And Soot seems like a very competent storyteller. So it's entertaining. It passes the time. It does what you need it to do. That poor guy, probably, I mean, honestly, more face stories are based on truth than not, unfortunately. So there probably is some poor fucker who's been dancing for centuries and will never die.
L.
But, sucks to be him, I guess, not your problem. But yeah. You guys easily pass your watch.
Cal is appropriately appreciative of the story. Does a little, soft clap. Like, the type of clap that doesn't make noise, but,
the little tap of the fingers.
Yeah.
So we'll do, one of those, when you're sitting and you do, a half bow kind of thing. That's what he does. Thank you.
All right. And
yeah,
the last watch is Fern. I don't know if Nocturne's back or not, but you rolled a 20.
Oh, yes. Hello. Sorry,
26.
I forgot to say so.
You're good. You don't have anybody on watch with you, so I'm stealing your roleplay opportunity. Sorry.
That's
You can
okay.
have one tomorrow night if you watch with someone. And you see the dog get up in the night and wander around for a little bit and then go back to Soot again. But other than that, there are no nightly threats. So the sun rises, and the fire has died down, and you are ready for day 2 on the road.
On the road again.
Real quick. Before Cal settles down to actually sleep after their watch, well, Fern is, getting settled in. I think Cal sort of... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. I think before they duck into their tent, they just watch Fern for a moment, and then just sort of nod at them, and then duck into their tent.
Fern nods in return if... I don't know if it's quick enough for Cal to see it, but they do.
All right. You all wake up in the morning, unaccosted, well rested, and normal waking up in the morning things.
Yeah. I assume Matches is gone by now, huh? Because he left me.
Matches is actually still around, but he's looking at you in that way that's he wants some noms for the road.
Alright, I'll give you the last of the bacon I snatched. And he'll dig in his coat pocket and pull out probably 4 or 5 strips of bacon and hand them out.
Oh man, this fucking munching, dude.
Yeah!
He has a happy good time, prances in a little circle, and then he fucking takes off down the road like a shot. This dog runs fast, and he's out of sight in a second.
So it just raises a hand to his head, his forehead. Even though he's got the brim of his hat, he still does that and watches him go, and he just mutters to himself, "Never gets old."
Dooney boy. Matches is actually just a love letter to Borzoi, so you know.
I wanted him to be a Borzoi because of reasons, but also like I know you would enjoy having a dog like that.
I love Borzoi so
They're
much,
so
dude.
good. I love them too.
All right. Y'all can get on the road again. Easy enough. On the road again.
Themselves some powdered milk.
God damn it!
Wait, we could have bought some from the bar.
Fucking
Maybe.
milk. Oh yeah, Cal, you could have restocked on powdered milk since that's a thing you've made canon in my universe.
Keep
Cal did
going.
indeed restock on powdered milk.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Beverage
Yeah.
of choice, powdered milk.
God damn you. God damn you.
Don't know what else you expected, BK.
I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, Cal drinks powdered milk for breakfast like the fucking heathen they are, and you all have breakfast easy enough and can get on the road as normal.
Yes.
Okay.
Sid does seem in better spirits after spending time with his dog, though.
Doggy.
Doggy.
I love the mental image of Cal has like one of those collapsible camp like cups or like a I don't know, metal cup or something.
Yeah.
And you just watch them take out a packet of powdered milk and just dump it in this cup and then pour in some water and then vigorously stir it.
God.
Horrifying. Thank you.
There's no reason for you to say the things that you say. There's no reason for it.
You have a designated shaker for your powdered milk.
Yeah, you can get one of those fucking cocktail shakers to really get that milk mixed.
Oh my god.
Collapsible can cocktail shaker for your powdered milk. You're welcome.
It foams up a little bit.
Yeah. You got that frothy powdered milk moment.
Oh god.
They take a sip and have a whole full-on frothy milk mustache.
Oh god.
The milk stash. Impeccable.
I'm just thinking about it, I'm just like, oh my god, it's
Tell you with my
lukewarm
own two
because
hands.
it's from a fucking canteen.
It is indeed warm powdered milk.
Oh,
And if I have to keep thinking about this.
I'm gonna cry. So just grimaces as he puts his shit away. Nah, but he doesn't say
Alright.
anything.
So, you guys, I will pretty quickly breeze through on the road because
On the road again.
I've not prepared road encounters for you. I'm just going to be honest because I don't like road encounters all that much. So we're breezing through road encounters. You guys can make it reasonable way. You pass some folks headed this way and that. There's some folks who you overtake or who overtake you depending on the pace at which they are moving and you are moving. Nobody overly suspicious. There's a merchant caravan heading towards the coast. And there's a few single travelers. And that's about all you see. If there's anything you'd like to do or say during your travel time, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Victor spends most of it reading her new history book. Occasionally you spot her with her loose parchment paper as though she is taking notes from it. In a very sort of studious, nice, very nice hand.
This bitch got calligraphy.
This bitch too got calligraphy as a skill.
This is one of those bitches who does all their notes with highlighter and pictures and different fonts for different headers and sections.
Jeez.
Victor would be a bullet journaler in another lifetime.
Ugh.
You do notice Cal actually, at night, like once we've settled, but before it gets too dark. Usually with like a notebook of some sort, and an assorted like amount of loose papers, copying from one to the other.
Hmm.
If anyone looks closer, I will tell you more, but
I mean, if we ended up doing more watches, so it might take a glance, but he
Yeah,
wouldn't
I will have you
necessarily
guys-
want to invade your privacy.
I will have you guys pick watches for this second night as well, just to have more opportunity for chatting and other things, because I like watches. So if you guys want to keep your same pairs, or if you want to rotate so somebody else has the solo watch, or...
I mean, Cal will take one with with Fern.
Yeah. So it'll
Okay.
keep the solo watch. With his -1. It's fine.
I mean, Aya's willing to take one with Soot to cover bases.
Well, Victor is willing to either go alone or with Aya.
Sure.
All right, so
I'll go
for
with
the sake
Aya.
of rotation, we'll say Soot and Aya, Victor on her own, and Cal and Fern. Pick numbers. Who's taking first watch?
Victor.
Okay. Roll perception.
Oh, 10.
10. Iconic. There's nothing really. It's been a cold day all day, almost unseasonably cold, and it's colder still at night, so you have to bundle up pretty close to the fire to be comfortable while you're out on watch, because it's chilly and you hate that shit. But in terms of actual notable things, there's not much.
He will occasionally go check the horse, give pat, brush out tail, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Theo seems to appreciate the attention.
Good boy.
But yeah, your watch passes without incident. Who's taking second?
Aya? Wanna do?
Yeah.
Sure.
Aya and Soot can take second.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think Soot would have called for matches.
Matthew.
Not for a bit.
All right. Okay. Then make your perceptions if so you want to assist, or you can just both
I would
make.
like to assist. Because I don't
All right,
think
then
I
I
do
make
very
yours
well.
plus 2.
Dice roll, but it does still end up being a 24.
Iconic.
Was that without the +2?
That's with the +2.
Okay.
All right. With the plus 2, you get a 24. I mean, fuck, dude. You also notice it's cold. Like, it's Desna's 16th. It shouldn't be this fucking cold at this point, but hey. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think she's grabbed the blanket out of her bedroll and has basically sort of wrapped it around her shoulders. Is it part of the bedroll or is it separate? I don't know.
It's separate.
It's no, so she's grabbed the blanket and has just wrapped it around her shoulders.
So it's just
She's
kind of like,
grumpy.
yeah, Soot's huddled into himself a little bit, and he's like, "This is why I keep the layers. It's cold."
Understandable. It's...
You know, birds in winter where they like fluff up. That's kind of what he's done.
So you can see Aya sort of seeming like she's trying to do similar with the blanket, but it's not working because it's much stiffer and doesn't have as many layers as you need to do that.
Yeah.
But have it.
Soot looks apologetic,
Uh-huh.
but man, I don't think has an extra blanket to share.
She's she is still sort of keeping watch and
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to do? Speak now, etc., etc.
Nope. I stab Aya now.
Yeah, you stab Aya and make a break for it.
Yeah.
That's the new plot.
I run just
Right.
like.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all I wanted to really do. Unless.
Do we know? Yes, we know Soot has magic because we saw him do the peace bond thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Soot has magic.
And I started
Yeah.
the fire with magic as well.
He also summoned a dog.
I did.
Can I ask about your magic?
I mean, you can, but I don't really have answers for you. At least not satisfying ones.
Not a mage, but considering she sort of makes a little head bob thing, indicating at herself and.
Mm-hmm.
Something you've always been able to do?
Yeah, I mean, since I was younger, yeah. Never really studied for it like most people with arcane talents would, so.
It kind of happened to you?
Yeah, I guess so. I've always been able to make small fires, or I mean, just kind of be able to tell things about magical stuff, and I mean, Matt just came to me one day. Was able to, I don't know, push him into somewhere, I don't know. I call for him and he comes sometimes, at least. Also can make it so that people can't really get their weapons. It makes it handy escape, at least. But that's about as much as I can really do myself.
Really helpful. Like, that was.
Sid gives you a big grin. Glad to be of service. At least a little bit. I'm not exactly one for damaging stuff. You guys can hit pretty hard. That's not really my thing, I guess. I'm more the support person, I guess. But if I have to, I will. And he kind of gestures with his staff that has all those, like, you had seen them before, but there was, like, some holes in there. But you get a good look, and, like, there are fucking... You would wonder how this thing is structurally, like, integrally, like, sound, but he's hit somebody with it before and it's stood up just fine. But there are holes carved into it of varying sizes and... not sure why.
She is sort of leaning forward to have a look at it. She does make a little upward tilt whistle. Quiet, but very much bird interest.
And Sid'll kind of, like, notice a little, and he doesn't give the staff over, but he kind of tilts it in your direction so you can take a look at it.
Yeah. So, wind goes through it and makes it not quite sing, but... right?
Mm-hmm. A friend of mine, we were kind of rapscallions as kids. And he wasn't able to see. So hearing where my staff is was important.
You had to have a way to call to him. Makes sense.
Not call, but so he knew I was there. Or knew when to duck. But yeah, yeah. And he kind of like pulls it a little bit closer to himself, and there's something in his look.
Yeah. I will not touch your winter raid. It is. I was just curious about it.
And so it gives you a one of those genuine small smiles and nods. Took a long time to make. It would be sad for something to happen to it, at least. Call it a crafts project or something.
Does that mean it's still ongoing?
I mean, I've tailored it to sound how I wanted it to, so it's kind of finished. I feel like there's more I could do, but I don't think I'm there yet.
She nods like this makes perfect sense.
But yeah, that's he kind of just lets it trail off after that.
Yeah, she's not gonna.
All right. With that, your watch easily passes in companionable silence, rather, not science. You can do science if you like. Science. You just start doing science on the road. And then it is Cal and Fern, I believe. So if you guys would like to make perception checks.
Perception. That is a 22.
One of you could also assist the other, but I think you probably both have all right perceptions.
Hold on, I rolled math. 16 on the dice for that.
22. Okay.
Yeah, 22 for me as well.
Okay. Well, with 22s, you two are easily able to keep watch out for any threats. Towards the end of your watch, although still well before sunrise, you hear footsteps from a little ways off, coming from the direction of the road. And you see a figure wrapped in a dark fur-lined coat. And they are rubbing their arms, shivering, teeth chattering. It is still very cold. And they come up at the edge of the firelight. And they say, "Oh, hello. Do you mind if I warm up by your fire for a minute?"
Fern looks at Cal.
Cal shrugs.
Sure.
Oh, as a note, Cal does not seem to be reacting to the cold the same way like everyone else is.
Okay.
All right.
Hmm.
When you say sure, the person smiles at you and nods and says, "Thank you. You're so kind. It's cold out. It's not right for this season." And they
I want to
sort of,
sense. Can I sense motive once you're done?
you can sense motive that, absolutely. They get they sort of huddle up close to the fire. They are rubbing their arms. and their teeth are chattering a little bit.
This is like a general, like, do you mean us ill, or are you, like, for real just cold? That was, like, that might be saved by my modifier. Hold on. That's, 9 on the dice for 17.
Okay. One thing you notice. It's cold. Yes. It's not that cold. You didn't think, but then you have been sitting by a warm fire and this person seems to have been walking. They don't seem to be threatening. They're certainly not going for a weapon. They don't seem dishonest, and their cold does not seem to be faked. They just seem cold. And when they smile at you,
Yeah, go ahead.
when they smiled at you, it did seem to be with genuine warmth and familiarity in the way that people smile at you, Fern.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing I'm on this watch. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, and some people are just naturally colder than others, so
Like
it
me,
could
in
be
real life.
much colder for them.
Yes, like fire in real life. This is, in fact, fire in real life.
Hi, I'm an NPC.
Whoa, can't believe fire's by our fire.
Yeah, oh my god. We're gonna find ourselves everywhere and we just get to meet fire first.
Look at all of
Yeah.
our self-inserts.
Your self-inserts, but I'm the one who inserted you.
Helpless.
PK inserts.
PK inserts. But no, actually.
No!
God damn it!
Again.
Anyway, they smiled at you, Fern, and they smiled at Cal as well, and they say, "Hope your travels are going all right."
Could definitely be worse.
Things always can be worse.
I mean, yeah, that's how life works.
But
Yeah, that's true.
Like, literally, things could almost always be worse.
Yeah. You're right. That's very, very true. I'm not sure if that's optimistic or pessimistic, but
Why not a little bit of both?
happy medium. We love that.
And your travels? Are they going well?
Could be worse. It's been a little while since I've, been in any one place long enough to appreciate it, I guess.
That's fair. It's been the same for me for a bit.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, they're looking at you a little bit oddly, Fern. Not odd in the sense that they are confused by you or that they're looking at you in a way that you are uncomfortable with. No, it's just they're looking at you like, the way one would look at a friend to share an inside joke.
Fern returns it.
Okay.
Cal pipes up with, "Not me. I spent most of my life in one place."
Oh, where are you from?
I named the town that I'm from that you haven't given me a name for.
You do? Oh god, I never gave you a name.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll give you a name tonight, actually, but not right now. Emily's Fancy
Static.
Generators will help me in a little bit. And this person nods and they say, yeah, well, I don't think I've ever been there, but, there's a lot of places I haven't been.
Most people haven't. It's a shithole fishing town.
Well, at least there's fish.
There
I don't
are
know.
certainly fish.
That was a weird thing to say about somebody's town, I guess. I'm sorry. That was weird.
And you're not wrong. There are a lot of fish.
I guess so. I guess so.
And fish is not the worst thing in the world. Or
Fish could be worse.
Fish could be worse. You might get sick of fish, but that's different.
You can get sick of anything. So.
It's true.
And Cal, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Cal. Good to meet you.
Introduced ourselves as of yet.
Oh, well, I'm...
They said their name, you cut off, PK.
Oh, they said their name was...
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
But they seem content to just, stand by the fire. They don't ask Fern for their name.
You motherfucker.
They seemed content to just stand and continue to warm themselves. They've stopped shivering a little bit and are holding their hands out to get some maybe circulation back in. And it is nearing sunrise. If there's nothing else you particularly say to them, there's nothing else they particularly say to you. But
They're definitely not what I think they are, but I'm still nervous at the thought.
If there is nothing else you say to them or they say to you, as it nears sunrise, they look up and they say, well, got more walking to do yet. Thank you so much for letting me just stand by your fire for a little bit. I appreciate it.
No problem.
It's good to see you again, Fern. Nice to meet you, Cal. And they walk away.
Oh, fuck, they are. Fuck me.
As Fern, as you sit there, kind of pausing and reeling at that because you did not recognize this person, Cal, you watch them go, and as soon as they are out of sight, you realize you don't know what they looked like. You looked at them. They smiled at you. You remember them smiling at you. You remember them pulling the hood back down off their cloak. You remember them holding their hands out by the fire. You don't remember the color of their skin. You don't remember their hair if they had hair. You don't remember what their smile looked like. You remember they did all these things, but you don't remember them. And you remember them telling you their name. They told you their name. But you don't remember what it was.
Cal looks over at Fern. I don't think
Fern?
I like that.
Fern has an expression on their face. Sorry, what did Cal say? I just missed it.
Cal said, I don't think I liked that.
No, I'm never really a fan of it either. But, well, there are people. I'm sure there are people who have met me and walked away with similar feelings, so I'd really be a hypocrite if I cast judgment on them for it.
Hmm. Fair enough. I suppose that this is the sort of shit I'm going to have to get used to. You know,
I
Fern.
hope there's no need to get used to it. I'm hoping this is a small occurrence. If it happens again.
Hmm. You know, Fern. For a long time, I was the weirdest thing that I knew of.
Fern tilts their head and smiles a little.
Cal sort of like tipped their head back so they're looking up at like the lightning sky. There's certainly an expression on their face.
I'm glad Victor wasn't here for that.
Yeah.
I am
Seems
of
like
the...
something she would enjoy.
No. I am of the mind that we do not say anything about this because I would rather not freak anyone else out, but I will leave it up to you.
Cal contemplates that for a long moment. It's like, I think if we encounter that person or someone like that again, I might insist on bringing it up.
There.
At the moment, I am content to leave it, if anything, as a mention of someone traveling by.
Fern nods.
I trust that if they were dangerous, that you would mention it.
I have no reason to believe they are. However, I feel as though if I ever had a reason, I would not have remembered it. But
Yeah,
I,
that tracks.
yeah, unfortunately.
So, whatever it is that you do does not make you immune to others.
Likely not. Not everyone. It's sort of, it's complex. there are some people, if they are like me, where I will not be affected, and it really depends on intersection of effect and who does what.
Hmm.
And
Makes
there
as much
are
sense as
people,
anything.
and there are people like Victor, who, even though they may not have something like that of their own, are similarly unaffected.
Hmm.
At least, I am assuming Victor has nothing like that. She very well may, but considering how insistent she was about me saying something, I highly doubt it.
It's from her attitude. I would assume not myself, but honestly, I barely know any of you from each other. I mean, that's not what I meant, but you know what I mean.
It's okay. I think I understand what you mean, though. We're still close to strangers,
Yes, we've
no matter what.
known each other a handful of days, and although I feel as though circumstances have engendered some closeness and trust, don't really know any of you. None of you really know me.
Fern just nods. I heard that dice roll. I didn't see who did it, but I heard it.
That was me.
Hello.
Hello.
It was very loud.
I did not mean it to be that loud, but hey, I guess it worked for the effect.
Yeah, it's like, when like something hits and then like Matt Mercer just starts picking up dice. It's like that.
The dice drop, it's real.
Yeah. But I would say as you are finishing this conversation, the sky is getting brighter. It is getting close to time to start tearing down camp, waking your companions, getting ready for breakfast and another day's travel.
This is something I forgot to mention about Victor and her morning routine, is that she does have at least a short, small workout routine in the morning. Basic floor calisthenics.
Gotta stay buff.
Sorry, what did you say, PK?
I said you gotta stay buff.
You gotta stay buff.
So nothing of value or importance. I just said that because I like saying words. But yeah, you guys can easily pack up for the day, and it is up to you, Fern and Cal, if you even want to mention the stranger.
Side note, because Parker reminded me, Cal doesn't have so much a workout routine as a stretching routine. And they are surprisingly flexible for someone who's mostly muscles.
Victor notes that.
Can you stop being a dyke on Maine for 5 minutes?
No. God bless, no.
I mean, it is a very impressive stretching routine because they are still wearing a crop top. And they don't wear their jacket while stretching.
God bless.
Jesus.
Doing it for the kids.
Oh, and you have told us that they have much of a chest, didn't you?
They do have much of a chest.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like everyone's eyeballing Cal except for Fern.
And so he's like, that's great, but there is no interest behind those eyes.
Making
This man is gay.
Limps the wrist.
There's just interest from Ren.
There's
yeah!
definitely interest from Ren.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just because Sid isn't interested doesn't mean I can't be.
so we've got the people doing morning exercise routine. Meanwhile, Sid and Fiona are just sitting.
They're just chilling. And Sid is actively trying to be, like, friendly with Fern, too. Like, he doesn't necessarily want, like, the cover. He felt bad leaving Fern to have watch all by their lonesome the first time.
Victor also does have a little bit of muscle, I will say. They have a positive, she has a positive strength mod.
Love her.
So.
Everybody be a little buff. There's
Love it.
Aya
Not
and Cal
Fern.
and Victor are all like at the very least toned. And in some cases just fucking stacked.
Yeah, the thing about Cal is Cal has an 18 strength.
God,
No, Victor is not that high, but she has a positive. So
Yeah.
I'm calling that she has a little muscle.
She
Fern
definitely
has- Fern has a negative strength modifier.
Sid's
Oh
just
my
got
God.
a 10. We're fine. He's in the middle of the road. It's all
Fern
good.
is a very delicately boned elf.
Fern's, it's just a 9, but that's still.
I've described Sid before as like being a little more, I don't know. He's got more. His weight isn't in muscle. It is literally just like man likes to eat sometimes.
He's got a little chub, God bless.
Just a little bit.
Good for him.
I mean, Cal is stacked, but like in that way where there is definitely a solid layer of fat over muscle.
Yeah.
Cal is strong, man. Strong, not bodybuilder strong.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's I mean, like I've mentioned, they worked on a fisherman's boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all their muscle is like packed on from doing hard labor for hours and hours and hours at a time.
Good for them.
God bless.
Fern does a little weaving in the morning,
Noted.
like on something small.
Little practice square.
Yeah. They start a new one with the gray yarn to kind of get a feel for how it and the other ones like it will work.
All right. It is very pleasant to work with.
Can Victor finally get a vibe on that, like being a religious thing, and pick up?
Yes.
You can fucking try.
You so violent, babe.
Sorry.
Oh my god! I was expecting that.
Sorry.
That was so funny.
You can fucking try.
Parker, make a knowledge religion for me.
I'm just thinking of the
try-
it's me, the PS5.
It's me.
Come on,
Sorry.
boy.
You inside your brain.
That came out so aggressive. I'm sorry.
So funny.
I could try with my +8 to religion. 18.
No, roll a 1. Roll a 1.
18, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So weaving, and the way that they are doing it, is a common religious practice in several faiths. Basically the spiel I gave to whoever discovered
It
it
was
the first
me
time.
last
Soot, maybe.
time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
It was soot.
it could be a goddess like Shalyn who does general art forms as a form of worship. It could also be the goddess Nana Anadi, or Grandmother Spider, as she is called in some places, who is all the things I said last time, you
Yeah.
would have the same knowledge basis in this instance, actually. So I'm
Mhm.
just gonna say you know everything Soot knew from
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Copy
cool.
paste.
Copy paste.
I just
You remember
I
everything
want
I said then, right?
yeah, I want Victor to be caught up with the rest of the party on that one as she can.
Yeah. You're caught up on the rest of the party. Fern, religious, very possibly the spider goddess, but
You
not
don't.
the
But
one
there's
you're
others.
thinking of.
Mhm.
There's others, and you don't know that yet.
There are
don't know.
others. It could be a goddess of art. It could also be
So it has
they
a-
are just fucking vibing.
Could
I-
also just be that Fern has a history in weaving.
Yeah.
Soot got all the confirmation he needs. Smile.
Yeah, only Soot knows, and I'm gonna keep it that way as long as possible.
Yeah, and Soot's not gonna say anything about it. Your religion's your own. He's not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
I
But
just
the
want
main
Victor on the
possibilities.
I just want Victor on Fern is religious, Fern cleric. That's all I'm begging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
Fern has
have-
also
and you
cast
think-
a healing spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think Shalyn is a more well-known deity, and Grandmother Spider less so, but those are the two that would ring to you as if this is a specific religious practice.
Mm-hmm.
Cal will never catch on unless specifically told. Cal
God
knows
bless.
shit all about religion.
L.
Yeah, I think only Soot checked that initially.
Yeah, and I
I
rolled.
think everyone else was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, other people's practices are not really my business. And also at the time, I don't think it was established we were going to be a group. But also, she's just like, yeah, I never focused on the religious part of the monk bullshit.
I think Soot's religion is pretty good.
Cal's just over here like, arts and crafts.
Arts
Yeah.
and crafts.
Meanwhile, Victor, Oracle, follower of Callistria, like
Victor praying over every meal dressed in Callistria's holy colors, like
Oh, that's something that you probably would have picked up on, Victor. Soot does, when you start praying, he goes as far away from you as he can without it making it obvious.
Oh.
And
Oh.
it's you can ask him why he's doing that, but he's not gonna say anything.
she don't care right now.
Yeah. It's not for the reasons you would think. He doesn't mind people
That
being...
Dyke's a slut, and I hate that.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
No,
shaming moment.
he's glad you do your shit. It's just that he can't be around when you do it.
I could say some
And now
bad things right now,
I've
I'm not
done
gonna
the
say any of
thing.
them.
And now I've done the thing that fucking PK's done today.
You're just saying words. You're just saying words. God bless. Unfortunately, the nature of Pathfinders that sometimes you say words and they're bad.
Anyways.
But also, they're very funny.
Yeah.
They're very funny.
God, they're
You
Day
good.
guys can
travel.
pack up camp.
Yeah, travel
You-
for the day.
You can travel.
Travel.
I'm gonna skim past the day of travel unless there's something specific you guys want to do.
Nah.
Nah,
No.
I think we're still vibing.
All right, I'm gonna skim past the night of travel unless there's something you guys want to do.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
So it does
Alright.
try and summon his dog again for company.
High or low?
Let's go low.
All right, Matchbox. Here's again.
Buddy!
So Aya and Victor, you do have to deal with being annoyed by the dog for another night, but Soot is happy, and Cal, Matchbox seems happy to see you again as well. Licks your ear. So
Cal will pet.
pets.
Victor and Aya in the corner, just like. Mm.
Yeah.
Repellent. Excellent. No.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that was mean. That's not not how Soot feels about it.
Cal will see about partnering up with Victor for watches this time around.
Okay.
Okay. she is happy to also take with Cal.
I'm not going to make you guys roll for evening things. I'll be honest. The watches
Alright.
in this instance were a play, so I could make you guys encounter somebody in the evening.
Excellent.
If you would, you can do it in whatever order you would like. Victor and Cal can easily take a watch together.
Yeah. Maybe.
Victor seems to prefer first watch.
Cal has no preference.
Sip might just do one with Fern if Fern's agreeable to it.
Y'all
Friends
are
agreeable
starting
to
to
anything.
Y'all are starting to realize Victor's sleep cycle might be a tad delayed.
Good for her.
Point.
That's fair.
ADHD.
Mood.
All right, but yeah, Cal and Victor, you have your watch. It's quiet.
Travel plans seem to have gotten a little skewed, eh?
Not in any direction I'm overly unhappy with.
Fair. Figure that favor's worth it.
I figure it is, and even if this particular one ain't.
Foot in the door.
Foot in the door. Yeah, I was thinking. Where else better to get started, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I have to take a couple other jobs, that kind of thing, to make sure we're keeping food on the table, but
Seems like the sort of connections I'm supposed to be making, so.
you're supposed to be making connections?
I mean, it's supposed to be getting stronger. It seems like this sort of connection is a good avenue for that sort of thing.
I don't suppose you mean stronger for fishing.
Nah, I figure that career path is done with.
She gives you a little, like, sorry about that. Seemed like you liked it, but
It wasn't what I wanted to do my whole life anyway, so I ain't too broken up about it. Mostly just, it was my father's fishing business. And, children are supposed to help out, yeah?
yeah, they are.
That's what I
Still,
figured.
if you didn't mind changing your life around, it can still be unsettling, not difficult.
I mean, it was a bit of a shock. I'll be honest with you. Not totally
Suddenly?
unexpected, but I owed a favor. And some don't mind paying up, but they look like they're trying to figure out how to word it correctly.
You need some different types of skills to do whatever's been called in on you.
Yeah, that's about it, yeah.
She kind of makes like a little motion, like, well, what are you gonna do about that? You know, like, kind of like, all right.
That's why I'm out here. See about getting adventure, traveling, mercenary work, that sort of shit. Figure that's easier done with when not on my own. Offers a bit of a smile.
I found it's a little difficult to break into. Adventurers tend to travel in packs, you know. A little hard to get an established group to pick up a lone wanderer.
Yeah, seems like.
So called convenient, then we all met each other as lone wanderers. At least you, me, and Aya.
Seems advantageous, yeah.
Now, I do got one question for you.
Shoot.
I ain't need no details. But this favor you owe. You think it's gonna come around and bite us all in the ass? If we stick together?
Oh, damn, no. No, they ain't.
All I needed to know.
Did me a good turn when I was about as nothing as you can get. Technically, I don't even have to return the favor, but good manners.
Settle your debts, I get it.
Just so. No, ain't gonna endanger anyone. I mean, it might be dangerous for me to settle it eventually, but it ain't gonna bite anyone in the ass.
That's fine.
What about you? What you doing out here on the road? Someone? No offense, but you don't seem the type.
She kind of laughs a little bit and she goes, well, I told you in many ways. I'm also looking to get into adventuring for she kind of like pauses, like she's trying to think about like how to phrase this. I mean, in many ways, you're right, Cal. If I had my choice, I wouldn't be here. I'd be. I think she's had like the book she's been reading this whole time kind of out sort of with her. She had been reading it as the sun went down, and she kind of taps it with her hand. Sometimes life don't work out that way.
Fair enough.
And I tried eking out a bit of a living, you know. I'm sure you know. I mean, you fishing, but somebody always needs a field plowed, or a fence built, or a roof mended.
Yeah. Always work for someone coming through. Even if it ain't glamorous.
Exactly. And, well, I've learned to not be half bad at that sort of thing. For one, it's not what I want to do. And for two, it's not really where my skills lie.
What?
And frankly, my skills the way they are, if I really want to capitalize on them to make myself a better life, I got a couple of options. And she holds up a hand and one finger after the other. Crime or adventuring? And I ain't interested in selling myself to some petty crime lord to just get stabbed in the back in a couple years.
Seems like a quick way to a short death.
My thoughts exactly. So, find a couple of adventurers I can at least trust to make sure no one gets in a place they can stab me in the back. We can worry about stabbing. Oh, I don't know. Spiders? Trolls? Whatever.
Whatever local annoyance there is.
Make some pretty good coin doing it. I ain't going into this blind though. I used to be friends with someone in this sort of line of work, and they gave me pointers, and I did the polite thing and scooted on out of their territory. There you have it.
Appreciate the honesty.
Feels like you got another question for me.
Man. Well, I'm curious. But I feel like prying any further is rude at this point.
If I don't want to answer a question, I ain't gonna answer it.
No. Oh no.
No, really, is it the magic, the face changing?
I mean, I won't deny being curious, but ain't like I'm unfamiliar with weird fucking magic shit.
She kind of looks down at your hands, and I figured those were naturally grown.
Not really. It's they ain't unnatural, but they're also not. They're part and parcel with my favor.
So I'm thinking this favor ain't like they let you crash on the couch for a couple weeks.
Nothing quite so simple.
See why you're keen on repaying it then. Something big like that. Something that can do that kind of thing. Not good to owe.
Yeah. And I have a person that can move big magic like that. I respect them. I trust they wouldn't hurt me. But also, they're more idiot than magic. Wrong way to put that.
There's always a downside.
And your magic?
He actually does blow a little bit of like a raspberry. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to.
You're fine.
Honestly, it's something like you. Different, but something at some point it decided to reach its grubby little fingers into my soul and leave me fun little gifts. I don't know what. I don't know who. I barely give a shit. I didn't ask for it, so I don't know anything.
Sounds like something that could be worrisome to you.
Was at one point in my life. When I was younger. You know, wake up one day, suddenly you look different, Mary gonna panic.
Yeah, I
But
understand
no.
that one.
No, I don't care no more. What's the point when you're putting food on the table instead? you know?
Fair. Good way to look at it, I think.
I think so too. Thank you for confirming my already well-held worldview.
I'm glad to be of service.
Victor, if Cal doesn't have anything more like important to say, Victor would be like, "So you said you're from the coast, yeah?" And just kind of like asking, sort of. You know.
Yeah.
Small talky
Small-
style.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal will talk about their hometown.
Which I will get you a name for.
Their nameless hometown. Hometown.
That's it, it's canon. No.
Just call it Old Town.
No, then I'll have to have an Old Town Road. No.
That'd be great.
But yeah, Cal will talk about their hometown. It's, from the sound of it, moderately sized fishing town. They focus a lot on. They don't mention people.
Mm-hmm.
They just talk, like, they're happy to talk about the town itself and the vague and few attractions. You know, it's the stuff you get from someone who's lived their entire life in one place. But yeah, notably, they don't talk a lot about people they knew.
That's fine. Victor just keeps prompting with questions.
All right, and your watch passes without incident. Soot and Fern, you guys had a watch together, I think. Anything y'all get up to in terms of chatting?
Not anything important on Soot's end, anyways. Maybe he tells Fern a story or two if they want to listen.
Fern will listen. Fern will listen. They have nothing in particular they want to like broach with Soot. If Soot tells a story, Fern will probably tell a story. That's also fair.
Sure. Quid pro quo.
All right. Easily done. And for the sake of time efficiency, because we've been playing for a while, you guys, your watch passes without incident. Aya, your watch passes without incident. The morning comes again, and you all get on the road for, I think this will be your last day of travel.
Yep. Should be.
All right.
Yeah, this would be day 4, so it would be the last day of.
If not, it's day 4.
Yeah. So you guys are on your last day. And you can Actually, hold on. I think it's actually the 17th now. You guys are, as you draw closer to the sort of larger settlement that you understand Camelin to be, there's a lot more traffic on the road, but you guys don't draw any attention any more than any other cart and horses. And as you guys are approaching the sort of city gates, which seem open, it's not really a checkpoint, it's just they're there. They're gates in case they need gates. You can check again the note you got from the dwarves, which lists 3 locations: the Sweetwater Tavern, the Mellow Yew Inn, and the Silver Lark, and saying that asking around there should get you the information that you need. But we are going to call it there.
Yay! I'm so tired.
Because it's late.
Okay, I can't believe you.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy. Yeah, I told you last week I was going to torture you. I did.
I didn't think you meant that!
Too bad.
I can't believe you.
God bless.
Oh no. Alright,
I love
recording
you.
is going down.
I love you too.